think you've got what it takes? The challenge will be tougher than ever. In 2023, international esports has a new home. Over 100 nations fighting for the championship in a celebration of everything that makes esports great. Who will rise up to the challenge? Who will be the world champion?
Hey guys, and welcome to Welsh Masters. I'm Laza, and alongside me today I am with Ped. Hi Ped, how are you doing?
I'm doing brilliantly today. Looking forward to see some eFootball action. I know we've got a couple of brilliant players in the midst, ready to work their way through this bracket, so I'm sure it'll be an absolutely amazing day.
Certainly it will be indeed. Yes, we have the Welsh Masters again for the eFootball 2022 title. And yeah, we're gonna see, guys, today who has what it takes to represent Wales in Romania in 2023, of course. So we're gonna have some big players actually today, going up to a double elimination format. For those of you that are not familiar with double elimination, how it works. So basically, if a player loses a match, they're not out of the tournament. They got given a second chance. So it gives a more fair and competitive overview in the tournament, you know, to ensure that the best players are chosen for the national team. Ped.
Yeah, that is the one. And I mean, it also means if you have a bad game, you can make up for it in the lower bracket. So essentially, it's just having two lives rather than the one that you usually get in a knockout tournament. So I mean, the lower bracket runs are always exciting in every esports game there is in the world, really, because it means that, you know, there can be an underdog story, there can always be an underdog tale, and I'm a fan of the underdog story as well. And I do like to back the underdogs in many tournaments and games. So I'm hoping, you know, I can do the same today. I can catch that feeling. But sometimes, you know, there is there is just one player who takes it all, and you know, you can already see who's going to be the champion. But I'm hoping that it's a close one today. I'm hoping that we have some close games, some exciting games, so we can bring the hype on the cast.
Yes, indeed. And of course, we for those of you that could actually see the elimination stage on your website, accessing the esportswales.org website, we can see that some of the players will advance, of course, to the upper semifinals, and the ones that lost the games will drop down, just like Ped says, to the lower bracket semi-finals. So it is one of those, you know, for example, you could lose your first game in the quarterfinals, and, you know, your motivation might necessarily not be up there, but then you might have three good games, and this will take you back up to the upper final, Ped, you know. You could have a chance to win it.
Yeah, it could, and that's exactly it. Because either way, the person who finds himself in the final will be joined by whoever wins the lower final. So that also gives a chance for whoever's run on that lower bracket. You know, no matter who makes it to the top, it could be someone from the lower semi-finals, or it could be someone from the lower consolidation or the lower final. You know, you don't know it. People will drop down after they lose a match if they have still survived in the upper bracket, and then they have the chance to make their second chance. But also the player that's already came from the run underneath them in the lower bracket, because obviously there's a lot of games to be played lower down as well as up top. So it's exciting to see, but we can only hope that that we get the best out of these players and we can see the best games come out of it. I don't know where they'll be. I don't know whether it's going to be an upper class game or if it's going to be final. Final might be the best one of the day, or it could be just a complete sweep. You never know with these sort of things. It is only when we get into the action that we can predict.
Of course, and for those of you that obviously follow Esports Wales in the past, you would have probably known in eFootball, Wales did actually manage to secure a bronze medal, which was brought by Kerith Dennis, who is actually taking part in today's World's Masters, Ped. And, you know, having that achievement already, you know, accomplished, do you reckon he has that kind of like extra, I'd say, advantage over the other players? You know, do you reckon he has probably something that will definitely use today to, you know, make him champion again and a Wales representative?
Yeah, I think once you make it to that position, you're always hungry to keep making that position in your career. I don't think it's something that you want to lose. I don't think it's something that you're willing to lose either. When you reach the top, you don't want to lose the top, especially when it's an eFootball or a game like this. When you get to that national team, it's a completely different feeling. It takes the casual competitive play that you've had previous to a completely new level. Because not only are you representing yourself, you're also representing your country. And I think representing your country for any sport or any esport is an absolute pleasure for most people. To the fact that, Kenneth's here today playing in this just shows how he wants to keep going on his unbeaten streak, and he wants to turn that bronze into gold.
And of course, we are gonna go very, very shortly into the first match. Of course, for you, we have today the first quarterfinal, and it will be, in fact, Gareth Dennis and Sean MSN. Obviously, we're currently trying to get everything ready for this big first game. It will be a best of 3 match, of course. So if Gareth does win the first game, he will need another win in order to secure him a qualification for the next upper semi-final. If he doesn't manage to secure the second the game will be 1-1, and then it's basically winner takes all into kind of a sudden death match, if you would like to call it. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm just really excited. Obviously, I'm a big fan of eFootball. I don't know if you played the game yourself, Ped.
No, I haven't had the chance actually. I'm not very good at those sort of FIFA or eFootball games. I'm not the best.
Okay. Well, obviously, eFootball has to actually take that next step. It was for many years called Pro Evolution Soccer. In fact, it started as ISS back in 1998, and through the years, obviously, everyone knew the game as Pro Evolution Soccer. But since 2022, obviously last year, the Konami decided to rebrand the name to eFootball, to make that big change and show to the world out there that, eFootball is the game for esports. If you're a big fan of football and football games, this is the game that you have to play. And of course, it's free to play, Pad. What's better than a free to play game?
Yeah, it is a free to play. It's definitely jumped the gun in esports as well. I know I did used to play a bit of Pro Evolution Soccer, but I never played it in a competitive level, put it that way. I just played it for some leisure time. But no, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, we are just waiting to load up the first game so we can get right into this lovely gameplay that we're going to present for you today. But no, I mean, if you look at the lineup of who's playing the tournament, who would you say would come out as champion? What would your prediction be?
Well,
if you were looking at this blindly,
it's really, I mean, it's quite exciting. Obviously, you got names. Personally, I would say the big favorites of today's World Masters final of eFootball will probably be Gareth Dennis, and obviously, I would say probably Bullfast 3477, because I believe he will go through facing a tough opponent like Anders in the quarterfinal. But I don't know. I have a feeling Gareth might just be able to get the win again, because as I said before, having that bronze medal achievement at the Commonwealth Games, I think it will make him hungrier more than before to become for a second time a Welsh representative. So my pick would definitely be Gareth Dennis.
Yeah, I think I'll have to back you on that decision. I think, yeah, as we mentioned before, I mean, once you get to that point in your life where you succeed and you get that success, you're always hungry for more. You'd never want to lose that success, especially when it's an online game. It's eFootball. It's not the same as real sport where aging will occur and you will start to lose, movement in your legs and certain injuries will come about. This is eFootball, so you can keep going and keep going and keep going without fear of necessarily injuring yourself, which is definitely a successful part of it. But no, I mean, if you've done it before and he's done it recently, why not do it again? I think that's what's going through his head right now. But that could also be not the greatest thing for him. It could also hinder him a slight bit as well if he can't manage to get over the fact that this is a chance for him to go again. Maybe he's a bit nervous. Maybe that's going to be playing on his mind. I should be winning this tournament. I'm the one who made it last time. I'm the one who should make it now. Maybe that is just playing on repeat in his head. What has happened in the previous times for EsportsWales, what he's done when he's competed for Wales, that bronze medal that he earned, all of that will be playing through his mind right now as he looks to he looks to win this one. So it could work against him. It could work for him. You never know with these sort of things. It's all mentality.
Certainly, and I would definitely agree with you on that one. Being a player myself in eFootball and obviously trying to compete at the highest possible level, you do want to be up there all over the time. So it will be good to see if he has what it takes once again for this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like there's some technical difficulties in the background, so I think we will just throw to a break until we can get those sorted. So please don't go anywhere. Get your drinks, get your popcorn, and get ready for the show to start. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We think now that we are ready to head into game number 1. They are loading in and getting themselves prepared. So I think we're able to jump into this first match after a slight delay. I think there's going to be a slight change in the format and in the brackets as well, due to players not turning up and can't play in X, Y, and Z. You know, that's how it works in esports sometimes. So it should be an interesting day. Still a lot of competition on the line. Still a lot on the line. Excited, Laza?
Certainly, yes, I am. Of course, we got the first big game of the day, and yeah, it's gonna be, of course, the Welsh representative who will be taking on Sean MSN. Obviously, that's the PlayStation IDs. As you can see right now, we're in the actual game. Players are just making of the formations and changes, and both going for a 4-3-3 formation, a very, very tactical and kind of a familiar formation in eFootball, Ped, the 4-3-3.
Yeah, well, it definitely is. Yeah, I mean, depends on your team's playstyle or what you want to go for at times. You know, the 4-4-2 comes into play as the most basic one. 4-3-3, you can throw 5 at the back on occasion. It'll be interesting to see if they look to change formation, actually, if something's not going their way. Obviously, the 4-3-3 is probably now one of the most common to use amongst the leagues. So good to see these players sticking to standards and choosing the 4-3-3 to go, but some very strong teams there as well. So I'm hoping, you know, that this is a very good game as it kicks off.
It does kick off, and we are underway. Carrot is as in the attack, and of course he will be playing from left to right, and from right to left it will be Sean MSN as the ball goes in the middle for Kevin De Bruyne. Of course, both players are using the Dream Teams, which is available to all players who are playing with football. As the ball goes wide to Messi, will he be able to retrieve it? Yes, he will. We're trying to find back pass to Mbappe. Takes a shot, and it's the first goal of the day, and it's for Sean MSN.
Yeah, slightly sloppy in defence there. I'm not too sure how he managed to find the gap in the middle, but he managed to get there anyway. Sean causing a bit of problems for our previous Welsh representative. So hopefully he can pull back. Obviously, this is the best of 3, so there's a lot of time, but really good start nevertheless. And I think he'll be very, very glad that he's managed to start in such a way. But now all that can happen is more pressure and more attack coming on, but it's going to still stay with Sean. He did get a tackle there, Kenneth, but it didn't go too far. And that's going to be a bounce off, an unlucky bobble off one of his players there, but it's going to be cleared away as Neymar Jr. will pick it up on the side. But a bad pass into the centre, straight into the hands of Sean MSN to take it forward now and look to attack once more. It's going to come out to the edge of the box now, looking to play it into the centre. Those mid passes are going to be crucial in Sean's game. He's looking to get it into that box. He's looking to put the ball across on the deck, and he's looking to find a player in the centre. He nearly did that there, and nearly caused the second goal very, very quickly after the first.
Indeed, and now he has been awarded with another corner kick, and let's see what he can do. He's going to try and find Matthias de Ligt, flicks the ball back for Kylian Mbappe, but Pedri will be right there to intercept the ball. And now Kimmich for Manchester United off Sean MSN. One fine Neymar as the ball will be offside, and it was a good pass there from Joshua Kimmich, but unfortunately Neymar will be offside. 11 minutes in the game have been played. Let's see if Kerrith can find an answer, Ped.
Yeah, he needs to find an answer. I mean, he's definitely got the players to do so. He's got Mbappe there on the ball, but he loses it straight after. And a bad touch there, but oh, never mind. I thought that was going straight to Sean. It does in the end from a tackle in the midfield, and now it'll get put forward to the attackers. We now have Mbappe on the ball here for Sean. He plays back to Kimmich, looking to break through. Gerrard on the ball here. Neymar on the left. Can he cross this one in? He looks to find that pass, but it will be taken out and back to Messi on the left side of the right side of the field. It's going to be pushed back forward. A good tackle in there, using Messi to his fullest abilities, not just on the attack but in the defence as well. But it's going to go right back to Sean. It doesn't seem like Kenneth is able to find any sort of time on the ball. Every time he seems to get it back, it's going straight back to Sean in the midfield and getting put right back onto his net. So he does need to fix that, because another tackle coming in again, just as I was saying there from Sean. He seems to be getting those midfield tackles really, really well, holding the line straight at that midfield, not letting any breakthroughs happen. And that's something that Kenneth needs to learn how to play against at the moment.
And certainly now the ball is with Joao Cancelo. Of course, he can't find many options, as Sean seems to be blocking every available option for Kerrith. Ball plays back to Manuel Neuer. He will find Lionel Messi. And from there, Tchouaméni reads it well. Kerrith could find a goal here. But another block there from Lothar Matthäus, the German international. Di Maria once again. Messi for Kerrith. We can see that Oh, it's a mistake there from Lothar Matthäus, and Neymar with Kerith now gets inside the box. Lovely double touch. Pirouette takes a shot for Mbappe, maybe. Oh, it's blocked from Steven Gerrard. Unfortunately, he's not going to be a crucial chance there from Kerith. And now Neymar has the chance for a counter-attack there with Man United. And Sean looks very, very strong in the first, we can say, 30 minutes of this match. He's applying a lot of pressure into Kerith. He can't have the time. And now Lionel Messi for Mbappe. 2-0. We've got 2 goals to nil for Sean Ped.
Wow, very good play there. I mean, just didn't give up. When something was blocked, it finds the pass into the centre, Mbappe into the corner. Exactly what we'd seen him do last time as well, just pass it across the deck in the centre and hope for the best. And really, that's what happened there. A bit longer out this time, but a shot coming in from Kenneth. That's definitely an improvement from where we've seen straight off the kickoff. Hopefully now he looks to push forward and find a goal here, as he's not had the greatest of starts so far in this game. But he's got a corner here. He's looking to whip it in. It seems to be João Cancelo on the corner kick. He's looking to play it into the far post there, but no one's going to get a shot. It's going to fall back to Pedri. Neymar now playing it across to João. Back into Neymar. Can Neymar get a touch in? No, Sean with great defending yet again. And those passes just aren't making it for Kenneth, but he is looking to provide some upfield pressure here, but it will be cleared away. Possession won back. It's going to come back forward now. He's going to play it up to Mbappe, but a clearance again. Sean's defence so far has been exceptional.
Indeed, it has been, and of course, this is something that I was not expected to see. As I was really looking to see Kerith being very aggressive in the first minutes, but Sean seems to have done his defensive homework once again. Another chance now with Kylian Mbappe. He finds Neymar, and it's 3-0. Just like that, Ped, 3-0.
Yeah, something's missing at the moment for Kenneth. He's not able to pull it off, and wow, Sean. He's causing some problems there. He's came out blazing, and no mistakes so far for Sean. But this could change here as the attack's coming on. Oh, and again an under-hit pass, and it just seems to be the story of life for Kenneth. He can't find them passes forward. He does win back possession, but can he find a goal here? He does need one before we go into the half-time, as it does come upon us. It will be cleared back away for Sean as he looks to put in a fourth here. He's going to play it through the middle. It looks like space is starting to open up for him as he's running forward with Gerrard. A pass coming into Mbappe. Mbappe trying to lay it off back to Gerrard. Gerrard now coming into the edge of the box. Can he find the pass into the centre? He looks to find it. He gets it there. Neymar plays it one more to Mbappe. Mbappe looks to find Gerrard once more, but it will be cleared away. Nearly Gerrard getting a hit with his backside there, but it will go back to the keeper. And I don't think we'll see too much more of the first half.
We are just minutes away from the end of the first half. Sean has this 3-0 advantage, and he's looking very, very solid indeed as Neymar now with Mbappe. Kerith with the shot, but unfortunately will not go in the back of the net. That was a big, big chance there from Kerith to make it at least 3-1, and you could look strong for the second half, but now obviously Sean has a strong lead for this first game, and all he has to do is hold this lead in order to secure him his first victory in this best-of-3 format. Again, for those of you that are not familiar with the best-of-3, 2 wins are crucial for a player in order to qualify him for the upper semi-final. Now Mbappe one final pass with Pedri. Is a mistake there. Neymar takes the shot. It's 3-1.
And that's how easy it is to score a goal. Just wait for a mistake to happen, and Kenneth has done that there. He's managed to find that goal, but it doesn't change the state of the game he's played so far. I don't think it's been at all comfortable for Kenneth. He's been on the back foot for the entire real first half. He got him picked up on a mistake there. Possession stats shown as exactly that, 58% in favour to Sean MSN at the moment. Kenneth is looking to make some movements here with his players, looking to see how he can change it up a slight bit to increase. I think he's just put someone further back in there into the CDM slot. Probably a good option considering he's spending most of the time in defence. And for him now, I guess counter-attacking play is what he has to go for. I'm guessing that's the way he's going to play.
I believe so as well, and of course we did see that change in the DMF there. Obviously it's a very crucial position in eFootball this year, and of course I think he probably needs to make that defensive skill kind of advanced setup for the DMF, to stay back and help the defense, because I mean obviously Sean is pressing Kerith a lot at the moment. Kerith did manage to find a goal just before the end of the first half, and this 2-goal lead now for Sean, don't know if it will be crucial enough. Let's see how good he is and how composed and calm he can show in order to get this first win, as Kerith has a ball with Neymar, gets in the box, but Luca Hernandez will intercept the ball once again, finds Kevin De Bruyne, And from there to Steven Gerrard, has options in the midfield, finds Kylian Mbappe, back to Gerrard. And from there, it will be intercepted onto Neymar for Robert Lewandowski. The Polish international finds Angel Di Maria. Kylian Mbappe for Di Maria. Back to Mbappe, but Dutch Matthias de Ligt has the answer once again for Sean.
Yeah, and Sean's just, again, I don't know what it is, but his defence just seems to be that much better. And he's just got a tackle on the front here. He's now on the attack. Can he find a fourth? No, he doesn't really find that pass into the centre. It goes straight back to Kenneth. Now Kenneth looking to attack there. Really good turn from Mbappe to break away from the defender. He plays that pass middle. It was slightly under hit again, but ball possession stays with him at the moment as he passed it around the edge of the box. He plays it into Neymar, who looks to find a way through, but another great tackle there. Image for Sean to get rid of the ball there. And wow, we just aren't really seeing at the moment too much from Kenneth, but he's going to come back forward. He just needs to find that shot, just break a shot away, because he's taking it a little bit too far and it's a little bit too close and personal to the defence of Sean. And Sean's just going to take that ball off him, but here he is again. And now it looks like a one-on-one. He plays it across to none other than Neymar, I believe, who's just going to finish that one off to make it 4-1.
It is 4-1 indeed, and Sean is looking very, very strong. And so far, he is the main man of this first game. Of course, we see that Kerry has so many chances for goals, but in moments like this, in games like this, you need to score the goals. You know, this is where it counts. If you want to be up there and have a chance to represent Wales and win the game, you need to be putting those chances in the back of the net. And you know, Sean's done that. He had 5 chances, scored 4 goals, and now he's looking very strong in this second half.
Yeah, very interesting changes there as well by kind of putting Vinicius Junior on for Di Maria and putting all 4 of them up top. So maybe that's to give him a bit more of attacking strength. Maybe it's to give him a few more options when he's up there. That does seem to be his problem so far. I mean, he could have easily got a second and made it 3-2, but he just fell to a counter-attack. And you know, he's broke lucky as well. There's been a time where he's been tackled on the back line. It's gone straight through, so it could be 5. So he's still got a chance in this game alone, but it's quite distant, and he does need to improve if he wants to make a difference in the second game. Otherwise, he'll be seeing himself losing the first match. But you know, still a lot of time left to go. We've got to remain optimistic for Kenneth here. We do expect big things from him, so hopefully this is just a bit of a blunder game. He wants to improve after this one, but he's starting to find passes and put pieces to the puzzle. And here's Mbappe again into the centre area. Pass comes in, and a good roll back there. Great skills to pull that one back and play the shot. Really, really good stuff there from Kenneth. He gets the game back onto close terms. Only 2 goals in it now, but is there enough time left, Laza?
There is some time left, I do believe, for Kerry. Yes, it will indeed. And of course, it was the man himself, Joao Felix, the super sub for Kerry, who did manage to find another goal for Kerry. Obviously 2-4 now, as Sean has a chance to make it 5. Good defensive work there from Kerry. And yeah, if I was Kerry right now, I would probably see where I've gone wrong so far in this first game. You know, evaluate from the mistakes and the positives and the bad things that happen, and then obviously you need to get ready for the second and third game, because you know, 1 loss does not mean anything. Again, all you need is just to get 2 wins in a best of 3 series match, as Pedri gets the ball to Angel Di Maria, back to Pedri. Lovely 1-2 work there, and Sean Heung-min with a lovely skill there. We're trying to get away from Joao Cancelo. As we can see, Kerry has gone super aggressive because she needs to find 2 goals, and obviously defensively he will be a bit open now as Lionel Messi gets inside the area, but Tchouaméni will intercept the ball. Now Bust. Knows exactly when to defend each situation.
I thought that was going to be a corner kick. It seems like it just came off Lewandowski then to go out for a goal kick. So could be the last chance there really for Kenneth to come back in this game. I mean, you can still get the third goal. There's still enough time for that, but he needs to find 2 late goals here to equalise. I don't really see it happening personally in game 1 from what we've seen so far, but I would say the second half performance from Kenneth's been a lot better than the first. I know it is in terms this second period of 45 minutes, it has been 1-1. Both teams scoring 1 goal in the second half, obviously 3-1 in the first. So Kenneth's definitely had a better second half. His defence has been a little bit more solid. He's getting those tackles in there where he needs to. He's closing down the space, and there you go again. Really good placement. He's looking to play it now over to Mbappe. He's going to look to go for a run. He plays it back into Lewandowski in the centre. And a pass again, but just can't break through. And I think that's the key thing at the moment that we're seeing with Kenneth. He's got the idea and he's got the vision. He just can't execute it perfectly. He's not getting the power on the passes or the shots. He's not getting the right pass. He's playing it to the wrong player, or just simple things like that can be fixed in the second game, I hope, so it can make it more of a competitive series. But I definitely think he started to improve. He started to play with a bit more confidence in this second half, and he's definitely shown that. And I think possession will be a lot more equal finishing the game.
Definitely, as we have entered into the stoppage time, of course, we are just under seconds away from the end of this first game. The game's 4-2 to Sean MSN. Of course, the big favourite here, the big favourite of the tournament was Carif Dennis. Obviously, the game so far for Sean has been incredibly. Let's see now. Pedri. Sean gets the ball inside the. And got another goal. It's another goal. Amazing. It's five goals.
Wow. It's almost like that is the final nail in the coffin for game number 1 for Kenneth. But I don't think he really cared about the last couple of minutes there. He'd already accepted defeat in game 1. I just hope that he can come back in game number 2 and show what he's about, because it just wasn't what we expect to see from a player like that, and I'm just hoping that he's got it in him to come back and to power his way forward. But right there, you've got to give credit to Sean. He was absolutely incredible. His defence in the first half really kept him in the game. When you go into the second half 3-1 up and then scored the 4th, it's almost like game's over, and it's really hard for the other team to get back into the game. It's not an easy one to come back from 3 goals in the second half alone. It's quite tough.
Indeed, yes, and just like you said, it's only 1 loss. There's still 2 games to be played here. Obviously, Carif did not have the best first half of his abilities, as we did see him very, very strong and more solid at the back in the second half. Of course, he went a bit more aggressive, trying to get more goals, which left his defense wide open and then gave more opportunities for Sean to get more goals in. I do believe, though, in the second game, if Carif is more prepared and more solid at the back, trying to maybe avoid to consider goal in the early minutes, this will probably help him, because, I always do think that in eFootball, if you're the man that makes the first goal, it a win. So let's see if Carif will be the man who will find the first goal in the second game.
Yeah, we can only hope for that one, and I'm wishing that Kenneth is able to get back into this game, but only time will tell, Laza, and hopefully we can see some improvement.
Yes, as you can see now, again, on your screens, we can see both players' formations. Carif has gone for the 4-3-3 once again, and obviously Lewandowski and Mbappe with Neymar up front. The double centre forward and the 1SS basically indicates that Carif wants them 3 specific players to stay up front all the time. So there will be no defensive kind of help coming from these 3 the 3 players up front. And obviously, all he needs them to do is, as soon as the ball gets in the midfield, if he finds the crucial pass into the hands, into the obviously the legs of Mbappe, Lewandowski, and Neymar, they'll do the rest. That's what Carif wants now. He just needs to make it count. He just needs to score the goals. From the other side, of course, Sean has been very, very clinical with his chances. Of course, we saw in the first game, Kylian Mbappe got an 8 rating, and Sean had 7 shots in the whole game, making 5 goals. So we can see there the big difference of being clinical. But let's see, guys. Right, we are seconds away from the start of this second game, and let's see if Sean has what it takes to get another victory here, which will make him go through to the upper semi-final. And of course, on the other side, Carif Dennis needs this victory in order to stay alive in this best-of-3 series. As the ball kicks off, is a great chance for Lewandowski. Gets into the area, takes a shot. Beautiful save there from Manuel Neuer to deny the goal there. The Polish international found himself in a very crucial position, and we nearly had the first goal in the second game, Ped.
Yeah, in the first 2 minutes as well, and that is exactly what you want to see from Kenneth in game number 2. That confidence, that attack, really good stuff from him there. I mean, you can't fault the spirit for coming out and playing like that. I mean, arguably that should have been the back of the net, but you know, those chances do happen. They always happen with every player on this game. So, you know, some of these you may score, some you may lose. It's one of those situations, and that is an offside there. An unfortunate loss of possession. Hopefully now this doesn't result in Sean running up the other end and scoring, because we have seen that happen. Sean takes back the ball and doesn't lose it, but no, that won't be the case. There's now a counter-attack looks to strike here with Mbappe for Kenneth, looking to play a pass. He looks to play it down the line. He just can't find it there. Hernandez gets the clear away. Mbappe plays it on to Messi. Messi now on the side. He's going to try and go through here for Sean. He gets that touch, but it's going to be cleared away with great defending, as now the keeper will play a big clear forward. Neymar claiming it, playing it back into the centre. It's going to go straight to Sean. Luckily, a defender was on site there to deal with that problem. Otherwise, that could have been a very crucial chance coming for Sean. But it's just going to go back to Sean in the midfield there. And it seems to me what you'd need there, if you're Kenneth, you need a player to pass it to in the middle. It didn't seem like there was any players in the middle. Now, I don't know what his formation was start of the game, but it did seem like he has a hole in that middle area, and he does need to find a second player just to pass it off and play a couple of 1-2s and get that ball forward. It didn't seem like that was happening there. It just seemed like Neymar surrounded by 3 of Sean's players, but it doesn't matter because Mbappe gets it back into the middle. He's going to play it across. Now a shot looks to come in, but it will be cleared away again. It's going to go back into the centre though. A bit of sloppy defending, and it's going to get a shot off as well. It's going to deflect out, and I don't know if that deflected off one of his own players or deflected off the keeper. I couldn't see there. This little line of sight was blocked by many people, but I guess we'll see the referee's decision. It will be a corner, and what a chance, the second chance of the game from Kenneth there, Laza.
Certainly, I mean, oh my God, what a chance that was. As a corner kick there, and nearly we had another goal there from a corner kick. Almost looked like Neymar tried to go for something spectacular there, but yeah, position back with Sean. Neymar had a big chance after Robert Lewandowski in the first minutes of the second game, as the ball is played back with Pedri now. We will find Neymar, and from there to Robert Lewandowski. Let's see if you find the ball back to Neymar. Double touch, takes a shot, but no struggle there for the German international. Manuel Neuer makes a tremendous save in this first minutes of the second game, and giving that Sean that extra kind of warning in order to make him believe that he's still in this game. Steven Gerrard now for Messi. Mbappe takes a shot, and it's a goal. Lovely work, lovely piece of skill there, and Kylian Mbappe will give the first goal in the second game for Sean MSM.
I'm sure Kenneth's going to be devastated with that one. He's made such a good start in game number 2 here. And yeah, just has a goal away like that, you're not going to be happy with yourself. And he needs to run up the other end and score here. But again, Sean's defence has been there. When Kenneth's had the chances, he's not took them away. But Sean has done the opposite. When he gets the chance, he scores and he slots them. Whereas, you know, there's a couple of times where you cut outside as Kenneth, but you should really cut inside. You get a shot across the goal and not to the corner. But here he is again with Neymar. He just needs to find that shot, really. Maybe go for a couple more of long shots and see where they go from there. Because it just seems like he's trying to force it into the middle and force it into a good position, but sometimes you just got to play a shot from a position that maybe you wouldn't expect the goal to go in from, and that's, you know, hope for a deflection or hope for something which will go in your favour, because, you know, a bit of luck is always an element in a game of football, especially a game of eFootball. So you just got to hope, and you've got to play that gambling game. You've got to hit the ball and hope it goes somewhere positive, because sometimes that is the best way to get through. And when you have a defensive opponent like Sean, it's not easy to get your way through. It's not easy to find a goal, and we've definitely seen that here from the past bit of footage we've had of these games, especially game number 1. But game number 2, you know, as I've said, Kenneth started off much better than he has in game number 1. So I'm just hoping that he can find that first goal, because when he finds that first goal and he finds out the way to score and how to get past his opponent, I believe he's able to just, you know, carry on in the same manner. But when is he going to do that? That's the question, because again, here comes Sean looking to make it 2. He's playing very well there. Neymar into the centre. Luckily, a great touch away. So but the pass right back to Steven Gerrard. He's going to come into the centre here. He's going to turn around, but Neymar gets defended away there, and it will be back in possession of Kenneth. And I'm liking this game number 2. It just seems to be end to end, Laza.
Certainly has been, and you know, both players are very hungry for this victory. Of course, if Sean manages to win this game, he will make him extremely happy, obviously, and secure him to the upper semi-final. On the other hand, Kerith needs to find an answer here, and it's a very fast game. It's a very fast paced game so far. You know, both players pressing and completely being aggressive on each other. Maybe one of them, you know, if I was Kerith now, perhaps if you could slow down the game a little bit, will make you, you know, get more players up in the field, which makes Sean players, you know, be more aggressive, and which will leave him spaces in the back. As now the ball is played with Neymar, he has space. Will he find Robert Lewandowski? No, he won't, as Steven Gerrard reads that interception beautifully. Kylian Mbappe now for Pedri, Tchouaméni. Gerrard needs to find an answer here as we're entering the dying minutes of this first half, as the referee will give another kick to Kerith.
Yeah, and it's a good position as well here for Kerith. Whoever he makes do with it, and he can find his way forwards. Another question. Sean, absolutely brilliant in both games. Very, very good quality shown from Sean. And it looks like, you know, he just needs to win this game now. He's got the first goal of the game. He doesn't need to go out and batter the goal. He doesn't need to go over committing his players. He can just sit back and relax sort of here. But he's going to get tackled there, and it's not looking too particularly good, but he gets it clear nevertheless, and now plays it upfield. It's going to come right back to Kerith though in the centre, who looks to play it away, but again, good header there in the centre, and that's half time. And another brilliant, expertly played start for Sean there, under the pressure a little bit in the first 25 minutes. Finding that goal was a big breath of fresh air for him. On a bit of a counter-attack, I'd say. It wasn't all with him. The game was definitely a bit 50-50 towards the end of the second half there, as we were saying, end-to-end stuff. It wasn't just one player getting turned over in the defence. And that's why it's only 1-0, and it's definitely a more positive situation to be in if you're Kenneth here to come back. But, you know, you've got to start soon. You can't just hope that it's going to go in towards the end of the game, because Sean is just going to be able to hammer that goal down. He looks here to take his second game and to win the first series of the day.
A very deserved victory for Sean in the first game, and as now leads the second game, he looks very... Look how confident he looks on the ball. I mean, again, we've seen what he can do, and Sean looks hungry. You know, he wants to win this. He wants to win the Wales Masters, and gets that, you know, gets the opportunity to represent Wales in international level. A cross kick now for Matthias de Ligt. Neymar, lovely. It's a lovely interception there from Romero, I think it was, or Donnarumma, and Declan Rice now for Kylian Mbappe. Another counter-attack will be for Kerith. Beautifully worked there from Sean once again. More men in the midfield, I believe, for Sean helps him a lot to win these battles in the midfield, and of course he's been exceptional today with his defensive work. As Sean gets the ball once again to Kylian Mbappe, from there to Steven Gerrard. Lovely piece of skill there from Sean. Lionel Messi down the wing will find Steven Gerrard, and the rest. Another free kick for Sean in a very, very good position, and we know how deadly and crucial Sean is with his free kicks. Let's see if he can produce a piece of magic here. We'll find Steven Gerrard, and from there to Kevin De Bruyne. Look how many people are pressing De Bruyne, and it will leave him with not many options. He will find Neymar now in the box. Lovely ball to De Bruyne, back to Mbappe. It was going to be a lovely goal there for Sean. Fantastic play, but Kerith read it beautifully.
Did. And here he comes now on the attack, looking to find an equaliser. He's going to go through with Lewandowski, but a great tackle in the defence there. Oh, no. Oh, I thought it was a penalty shout then, but no, I don't think it is. I think it's a foul the other way. And it will be a free kick in that defensive area. I thought he was blown up for a penalty. I was like, oh, I thought that was a perfectly clean tackle, but there you go. It was the other side the free kick was awarded to. So good stuff there. All good at the moment for Sean as he looks to find a second one. Koulibaly looks to clear away. Great defending again there. Sean just never gives up on the ball, never gives up. He's always attacking at that defence, always attacking to get the ball back, always making sure he gets there. And, you know, as you mentioned before, that midfield, the extra midfielders he's put into the centre there are definitely helping him out. And that's why when we see Kenneth trying to break out of the defence to attack, and he's got a short amount of midfielders, we can always tell, because it's always 1v3 every time he gets that player in the centre, and it's so hard to find a pass when you're surrounded by a Stonehenge of Sean MSN's players, as it seems to be so far. But Mbappe is looking to go forward again. Brilliant defending, and I think if Sean is to win this game 2-0, it is definitely part of his cruciality on the attack, because he's very crucial. He goes straight forward. He's very critical there as well. And also just his defence. His defence has been exceptional, and he's barely put a foot wrong on defence too. So I mean, all round he's been a class player to bless our eyes in game in series number 1 of the day. But you know, do we want it to be more competitive? Kenneth needs to get a goal back here and give us a little bit of a game. I'd be happy for this to go to game 3, because I think it has the potential to be an amazing game 3 in the best of 3 series. I think it would be absolutely incredible to see. But does Kenneth have it in him?
Of course, that's the beauty of the best of 3 format and having the double elimination, because for example, one of these players could lose this best of 3 format, but we might see them face each other again later in this competition at a more important game, for example. Because if both of these players, let's say one of them wins and one of them loses, they could potentially meet up again in the actual big final. So in my opinion, again, look at this formation, 4-3-3. Sean has been very clever using more men in the midfield, as we said previously. On the other hand, Kerry has gone for the 3CB, 1 right back, which is a standard formation in eFootball right now. You want 3CB on purpose, so they can always stay back and give that extra help. And of course, you want your right back, whether he's an offensive full back, for example, to help you in the attack, or if you can put him as a defensive kind of an advanced setting, which will make him stay at the back at all the times, and this will obviously prevent any unnecessary full back decisions made up from the right back. As Mohamed Salah now has the ball, will he find the ball to Lionel Messi? Yes, he will. Who takes a shot? Unfortunately, he was looking forward. It was actually looking to go in, but Joao Felix got in the way and gave a goal kick to Sean, as we are 15 minutes in now. Obviously 75 minutes played and with 15 minutes remaining in the second game. Sean has this 1-0 lead, of course, and all he needs to do now is just see this game out, and he's through to the upper semi-final. But
I would argue in game number 2, the best chances have been in the hands of Kenneth. I mean, there's 3 now blatant chances that should have been turned over into goals for Kenneth, and that's no disrespect to Sean, but Sean's finished his chances. Kenneth hasn't, and there's only really been for me that one chance, maybe another for Sean, whereas Kenneth's had blatant chances to go ahead in this game, or to at least get a goal. And it's just the quality needed to execute the goal, which is the difference here. Is that nearly very dangerous? It seems to be an offside call, though, and it is just slightly offside. Well, slightly offside. He's got a whole leg over the line there, but I don't know what we can say for Kenneth now. Is he able to finish it off now? He's not been able to execute a goal for the majority of the game. One goal here would be a good service to him, because I think he's definitely had the better of the chances. So for him to lose this game would be very disappointing for him. But Sean, again, as I've said, defensively has been pretty much excellent. But Salah's away here. Is he going to play a pass or the shot? He's going to chip it up, and a shot comes in, and there we go. Kenneth able to finally penetrate the goal line after 85 minutes in the 4th crucial chance he's had in the game, the 4th critical hit, and he's finally found the criticality to put that one in. And let's hope now that Sean doesn't come back, because the kickoff's just happened. But Laza, that was a well-needed goal for Kenneth in game number 2.
It was indeed, and let's see if Sean Larkin has an answer back again with Sean Heung-min. He does! Just seconds after the equaliser, will he be the Superman of the night? Sean Heung-min gives 2-1 lead back again, just like that. A lovely goal there from Kerith, but it was not enough, because Sean, what a beautiful quick counter there from this player, gave him that extra lead once again. And now we're just seconds under the end of this game. We have entered the stoppage time. Of course, referee has allowed 4 minutes to be played left in this game. Mohamed Salah gets in the box. Sean Heung-min takes a shot once again, and there we have it, 3-1, 92 minutes for Sean.
Criticality, mate. Criticality is all I can say about this game. That is where it's been. He's been the most critical players. Wow, absolutely brilliant. I don't know what. I'm speechless, honestly. I am speechless. This game was definitely all going in favour of Kenneth here. And again, if he got those 4 chances, he'd still be in the lead here. Even with the 3 that Sean's got towards the end of the game. But as I've said before, it is the criticality to finish it off. And there you go. A 2-0 sweep in the series in a game where Kenneth should be really kicking himself, because he definitely should have did a little bit better there with the shots, because I do think he has the quality to. He just didn't finish them off. But Sean, wow, what a performance in both sets of games there. Was it a 4-2 or a 5-2 and a 3-1? Very good scores to have there. And you can't really argue with that. If you can't argue with that. If you don't turn up on the day, you can't expect to, take the prize away. You can't. And there you go. Sean's done that there in the first game. Obviously, Kenneth's not down and out yet. He's got another life left. But no, congratulations to Sean in the first game. Very, very deserved win in both sets of things. And as I said, that criticality factor definitely came into play there in game number 2 of Series 1.
Again, yeah, I mean, well played to both players for giving us that beautiful set of 2 games. Sean will be victorious with 2-0 into the victories. And yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree with Ped. Kerith did have the chances. He looked more composed. He looked more solid in the second game. But again, it's what we said. It's what we talked about in the first game. Sean had 7 chances, had 7 shots in the first game, and scored 5 goals. You need to be clinical if you want to win these games. On the other hand, Kerith was extremely well. He did try to do that in the second game. Seconds in the second game, Robert Lewandowski had the chance to make it 1-0, but of course, some lovely defensive skills there from Sean, and of course, Manuel Neuer gave him that extra edge and helped Sean, because he was clinical as well in the first game. And Sean is through to the upper semi-final.
He is, and good luck to him. I think we might be following that one next. I'm not too sure where we're going, but whilst we figure out who we'll be watching next and whose stream we'll be following, we'll just throw it to a quick break. So we thank you all for watching the first game, and don't go anywhere. Tell your friends. Come back for the second one, because it's going to be just as exciting as the first. We'll see you in a second.
drum to what we love. Risk the follow, we have felt it all come crashing down from far above. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding, only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies, the champions of the world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the last light.
Welcome back, guys. So, what a first game we had. For those of you that did miss the first game, we did have Kerith Dennis taking on Sean, and Sean, Ped, my friend, managed to become victorious and get himself into the upper final.
Yeah, and if I may say myself, he did it with ease, and he did it with skill, and he did it with expertise. I mean, that performance from Sean is a winner's performance, and if he can continue playing the way he was playing in that game, obviously it's a different player, a different opponent, they'll set up in a different way. But if he can continue playing the way he was playing, then wow, I mean, is there a world where he loses? I mean, his defense was strong. He changed his play style in game 1 and 2 as well, which we noticed. I think in game 1 he was a lot more attacking, a lot more forward. He wanted to cause problems. He scored 5 goals out of 7 shots, as you said. In game number 2, though, he was starting off a bit more defensive, and then as soon as an equaliser went in from Kenneth, he went on to score 2 more goals in the 87th minute and the 93rd. So, I mean, he has the ability to adapt and change to his opponent's ability, but it's a new guy now. We've got Bufus here, and as you were saying, I think you said you knew who he was and you've seen him play before. So maybe this is more of a challenge for him. Maybe this one's going to be more of a challenge in the final. But either way, these guys, whichever team loses here, they still have a second life, and they've got to face Kenneth down below in the lower bracket.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and Bufas did manage to get himself into the upper final. Of course, he's an eFootball player. Let's see if he will have the right answers into the questions that Sean will be bringing with him, because we did see as well in the game against Kerith that he was very solid in the back, but also he had the right amount of men in the midfield. Because every time Kerith wanted to go down the middle, for example, there were just more men in the midfield for Sean, which helped him a lot intercept the ball and then push his players, especially his wings from the flanks, to the quick counter attacks with Mbappe, with the likes of Son Heung-min and Messi. And what made the big change in the first game, I believe, Ped, was that Sean was very clinical.
Yeah, and I think that's what you need to see from all players today is clinicality. If you can't finish a shot, then you're going to be in a pretty tough situation. And we've seen that with Kenneth in game 2 of the previous series. I mean, he had all the chances, arguably, and didn't take them. And he cost himself game number 1 because of that. He could have took it to a best of 3 game 3, or he could have at least pushed for a win. But, that's the difference between him and Sean. When Sean had a chance and the golden gates opened, he put the ball away in the net, and there you go. He's through. So it'll be interesting to see if Bufus has the same approach and he finishes his chances, because if so, it'll be a very close game between 2 possible, big leaders in the tournament. But only time will tell where this game's going to lead us. I think positive game from Sean. We haven't seen Bufus yet. I don't think Bufus has played a match yet today. So, he could be a bit cold, or he might have been practicing elsewhere. You never know. Those sort of things come into play. Or Sean might be a bit tired of playing. The thing with this bracket, which is quite good, is it's not a lot of time compared to other elimination brackets, double elimination brackets. I mean, from experience, I can say that in a Rocket League double elimination, you're there for 4 or 5 hours just watching a tournament with 8 teams because they take so long. But with FIFA and eFootball, they go much faster, and especially because of all the people pulling out today, it's made it a little bit shorter time for the players to be playing, because otherwise fatigue gets involved and you get tired and you start making more mistakes, you start getting a little bit flustered and bored and overwhelmed, those sort of things come into it. But they've definitely got a lot of time here to keep the focus on the game and to put the best performance out.
For sure. And, this is, again, tournaments like this, the one that we have today, it's a big tournament because you need to be ready. You could have, you could be on a good kind of weak mentality, where you're winning matches, but then you might have one, not the best game, one bad game, and this might bring you down. And of course, it's up to you, because it's an individual game. It's a 1v1 format, so it's just you and yourself. You've got no one else. You need to be there. You need to be ready to do the job. Finish the job. Because this is where it matters. You need to get the job done now. As I believe we have confirmation that the next game will be going live very, very shortly between Bufas and Sean. And just like you said, Bufas did manage to get himself up here with a bye victory. So we don't know how ready he will be. Sean obviously played against Kerith 2 games. He looked very, very good, very clinical, very solid, an exceptional player. So let's see if he will be ready for to face Bufas, because another win here could send him to the big final, and then he will be just a step. He'll be a win away from being a Welsh representative.
Yeah. There's only 2 wins left for either of these players before they do get there. So it is close. They are getting closer to it. Whether nerves will start to come into play in the last game is a different question. Obviously, it's big stakes really for the Welsh Masters team. It's big stakes. As you said, Romania coming around the corner. So it's definitely got a lot on the line here to lose. And there's only 3 players playing, so there's a lot more margin for error than usual. But I'm sure they're all going to be ready. I'm sure they're all going to be pushing their hardest here. Even Kenneth down below, I'm sure he's getting himself into preparation for the next game he's going to have to play after probably a bit of a poor performance in the second. So we can only hope that that we see Kenneth improve. But for now, we have 2 good players here. One player we haven't seen, one player we have seen. I think it's exciting. It's exciting indeed to watch them. I think Sean has it in him to do it. But nevertheless, the game's loading here. We get to see the lineup coming, I think, from Sean. So we can see what he's going for. Interesting.
Yeah, and very interesting tactics indeed. And then, as you can see, Sean was observing Bufas' tactics. A very kind of aggressive formation from Bufas, the 4-2-4, if you'd like to call it, because having wingers in this year's game helps you a lot in the attack. But then I don't know if Di Maria and Messi will provide much help in defense for Bufas, because we saw this from Carrick in the last game. He was very aggressive with his wingers. They did not provide enough support at the back, and Sean did the rest. He was very clinical. He was the better man on the game. The better man, the better player, and he earned himself in this game to face to Bufas. So let's see. I'm very excited for this game, Ped.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out. So the thing is here, as you were mentioning, it's almost a mirror of Kenneth's game 1 changes that Bufas is playing. He changed it to 4 up top, took Di Maria off in the CAM spot, and left 2 defenders in CDM. So I'm not too sure how it's going to go here, because Sean was multi-dimensional. He came through the centre. He'd sometimes go straight through the middle. He'd go left. He'd go right. He had all those options available. Whereas, when you're playing a formation like Bufas is playing, you'd expect it to go more down the wings into the centre with headers or passes or on the deck passes as well. Definitely going to be using those wings and pulling it out wide. But that's where Sean has the advantage, because he has the capability to play it through all 3 dimensions. Left, right, middle. So whether that comes into play, it depends. I mean, we can see here, but the game's about to kick off and we're about to find out who will be the strongest player in game 1 here. As a good pass starts off here, looking to play it forward, using those wings already here, trying to cross the ball in. Now Bufas gets it just as much as far as a defender for Sean, as it's cleared back away, but that's a good pass, and the shot's going to come in. A great block on the defensive line, and another shot coming in, but it's just going to be wide, and a really big chance going straight away there for Bufas, who was nearly able to finish it off.
He looked really strong just with 3 minutes in the game there. Bufas nearly found the answer there to the first goal, as Roberto Carlos takes a shot, gets deflected for a corner kick there for Bufas. Of course, Bufas is kicking from left to right, and Sean with Manchester United from right to left. Let's see if Bufas can produce a piece of magic from this corner kick there with Lionel Messi. He will probably look for a short pass there to Roberto Carlos or to David Beckham. No, he will try to find Kevin De Bruyne. Flicks the ball back. Wins the header. Goal. 1-0.
Wow.
1-0.
Yeah. Very good corner kick there. Very planned corner kick as well. Wow, I mean, that's a very good way to start the game. It's been all him in the past 5 minutes. As soon as he got off that kickoff, he's been straight onto Sean's defence. And for the first time, I think we've just seen Sean be outclassed in the defence. We've not seen that in the previous game. So now Sean needs to wake up a slight bit as the pass comes centre there. Nearly a beautiful piece of play there. In a sort of a triangle passing, but didn't end up being finished. But here's a pass forward, and that's a brilliant pass. He's just going to shoot it. Whoa, and it wasn't great. And Neuer gets there. He could have done with a bit of height on that shot, I think, and it could have went all the way. But again, This is 3 chances we've seen. One's been scored, but 3 clinical chances already for Bufas in the first 10 minutes of the game. I mean, wow, this man's a warhorse. He's just going forward, looking to score. There's no other question about it. And you know, he's definitely using his wingers to the full advantage. He's definitely not scared and shying away from taking a shot. Some great blocks coming in the defense, but it's not been enough. And that's a brilliant cross as well. And he got the power on that one. You could see the ball going all the way to the top. A great swing on it, but it will eventually go out, and I think for a goal kick.
It was a great, stunning cross indeed there from Di Maria. As a mistake has been played there from Manu Neuer, but Sean will try to secure the possession back to him with Luca Hernandez and Lothar Matthäus. As we see Lothar Matthäus playing in a centre-back position, I believe, in this game, where we did see him play as a defensive midfielder. Now, Sean has a chance with Lionel Messi, gets out the area. Will it be 1-1? Yes, he will.
Wow. Yeah, and again, beautiful counter-attacking play. That is how quickly he can open up the centre of the field. And brilliant. He just took it from there, from the halfway line there, put it all the way across, one pass forward, and there you go. Messi's away. And when you've got Messi on the ball with the pace that he has, there's no stopping him. So really good through ball there, through the defence. And that's what happens when you play a high line against a player like Sean. He's just going to take it to advantage. And Bufas will need to learn that quickly, because that is one of the definitely fatal flaws that we've seen Kenneth not be able to adjust to in the previous game. So it could be crucial for Sean to use that. Now he's found it, and he's realised that the defensive line's very high. You know, one would say he'd try and exploit that and try and make the most of it. And another ball going long to Messi there. I mean, he is definitely not the tallest player on the team, so the header is beaten against him. And now another chance opening up here, but it's going to be cleared away with great defence from Sean. But the pass out, nearly fallen into the hands of Bufas, but it will go to Messi. Gerrard looking to play it through the middle, but now Bufas will win the ball back, and he's going to go right back on the attack there, playing it out to Roberto Carlos, who looks to put it back into the centre, cleared away by Hernandez. Now back to Messi. Messi seems to be the key player so far for Sean, probably receiving the most passes anyway. And a good tackle in the middle, gets the ball back, looking to play the ball forward. But again, this is going to be a battle of the middle here, I think. Really good play from both teams, but the midfield right now is definitely being strong for both.
Both players, we wanted both players to be ready, and they show that they are both ready in this first 25 minutes in this first game of the upper final, as the ball has been played to Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield, and we can see Sean has more men now as Buffon is trying to go for a more aggressive formation again, and Lionel Messi from the flank now. He doesn't have many options. Let's see if he'll find a ball to Kylian Mbappe. No, he will not, as Virgil van Dijk wins the ball there, but the linesman will give the ball to Bufas because Mbappe was offside. Let's see if Bufas can make the second goal that here first in this first game. Of course, Sean's looking very strong, but on the other side, Bufas was very clinical in the first minutes of this first game. Neymar now will find Kylian Mbappe, and from there to Lionel Messi. We've seen him do that again, and it's like a safe bet for him to play with Lionel Messi from the right hand side. A mistake nearly there. A mistake there for Bufas could give another goal there to Sean, but now quick counter on the left with Angel Di Maria. Let's see if Matthias de Ligt can stop him. Yes, he will, but only for a corner kick to Bufas.
Yeah, and we've seen this before. It's given me deja vu. This is where the first goal occurred to Bufas with his corner tactics. Let's see if he looks to go for something similar. Doesn't seem to, as all the players lined up the back post. And header looks to come forward. He gets that header, and a second goal from a corner, and it is deja vu. 2 corners, 2 goals, and there you go. Bufas is the corner king right now.
I mean, he's done it again. Unbelievable moments, unbelievable scenes from Bufas once again. I believe he has done his homework in the corner kicks, and you know, just like that, 2 goals, and he might find a third here with Lewandowski. Yes, he will. It's a beautiful shot there from the Polish international. 35 minutes played, and Bufas has already a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, wow, what a shot as well. What a way to finish that one off. And we were talking about criticality, and we've definitely been provided with it here. Both players with the clinical finishes. But 2 goals in the lead, Bufas sits. A great ball forward, and a great shot as well. It's going to be offside. No corner there. It will fall to a free kick to Bufas. Very narrow margins, though, there. Nearly a second goal going in, but again, just slightly offside. He needs to watch out on that one, but you know, Bufas is definitely hitting him with something that he hasn't seen before in the previous game, and that is definitely the criticality element, and he needs to be careful about that, Sean, because the defence was quite good in the last game, but maybe that was just because of Keref's inability to score. We've got to have them to effect, and now we're in game number 2. He's facing a completely different opponent, as we said. It's going to catch him off guard, and a pause, I think, has been given here. Breather moment, but wow, it's it's not looking good at the moment for Sean.
Yeah, and as we can see there, guys, on your screens, 8 shots have been made from Bufas, 3 goals scored, and just 1 shot. But look again, this is what we talked about, how crucial and how clinical is Sean today. You know, it's incredible. 3-1 lead now. You know, Bufas has the upper hand. He's got a 2-goal advantage there, Ped, and he's looking strong in this first game. You know.
Yeah, he definitely is looking strong. I mean, that's what we expect to see from him. We expect to see that strength. We expect to see that that courage going forward. He's definitely not been misconfident. He's always been confident in going for the ball. He's always been confident to find goals. And I mean, that 2 corners to score the first 2 goals. The third one was a little bit of a lack of concentration, I believe, from Sean. But the first 2, just maybe it's the height of the players. I don't know. Is there a height difference? Is that why the headers are always going in favour of the one and only Bufas, or you know, because it just seems like his players are just that much taller that they can win those headers against the defense of Sean, and we've seen him exploit that twice now, and I'm sure he's going to look to exploit it more as we go through the game. But Sean needs to analyse that problem, analyse that corners are definitely a weakness for him at the moment, and see how he can turn that one around and make it easier for himself. But as we go back into the game here, we're looking to see another corner coming in from Bufas. It's going to be cleared back away. This one doesn't result in a goal, but Sean looks to break away here as he plays the ball across. It will go to Roberto Carlos, who's trying to get the ball cleared. Plays it over to Di Maria, looking to cause an attack here, looking to cause some problems as he's broke away with the ball quite freely here. Gets a brilliant cross into the centre, and that's a 4th goal. And that cross made it all. Beautiful, beautiful cross. The power was there, just slung in. It didn't matter who it hit. That was going towards goal anyway.
4 goals to 1 for Bufas, sorry, and he's looking incredibly, you know, well, and he's looking confident. 40 minutes played in the game. Sean, on the other hand, he doesn't look to be able to read, you know, and kind of copy his first game to the game that he played like against Kerrith in the first quarterfinal. And of course now Bufas has the 4-1 goal lead advantage. And yeah, let's see what's going to happen in this second half. Bufas is looking strong though.
Yeah, it seems to be the stream that we were getting, the feed that we were getting from Sean has been turned off. I don't believe he's wanting to stream. I think that was the reason he was using for lag. I think that was causing some problems on his end, technical difficulties. So I believe we'll throw to break and maybe see what's happening. I'm sure John in the background will give us some clarity on that one. Hopefully we can get a little bit of clarity in the background, and we can hopefully get that game back underway. But either way, Bufas really storming away with the game so far. So very bizarre situations happening in series number 2, game number 1, and I'm hoping that we can sort the problems out soon as we look to we're going to throw to a break and see what's happening in the background. But we'll see.
Should we show them how we do it every
Do you think you've got what it takes? The challenge will be tougher than ever. In 2023, international esports has a new home. Over 100 nations fighting for the championship in a celebration of everything that makes esports great. Who will rise up to the challenge? Who will be the world champion?
Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding. Only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkest skies. The champions of the world that we defy. A soul red of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the last
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back. We are now here after quite a long break. We apologise for that. Some behind-the-scenes catastrophes going on with certain streams and difficulties that obviously I'm sure you're aware of in the esports world on the online scene. But we're now back, and surprisingly, so Sean won the game against Bufus, and Bufus has withdrawn from the tournament, which means that we now are right back into the grand finals between the two we've seen play first. We've got Sean against the one and only Kenneth. Obviously, that game resulted in a 2-0 in the previous round, but is that going to happen again, Laza?
Ooh, well, who knows? Who knows? I mean, we did see both players playing a very, very good game, but then Sean had that final edge in the game between him and Kerith in the quarterfinals. I mean, of course, you said he did actually manage to beat Bufus with a 2-1 victory, so he was 1 win behind. And then obviously left him with 2 wins necessarily in order to send him to the upper final now, and he did it. With a 2-0 victory over Bufus, he is now again playing in the upper final, in the big final against Kerith, the guy who beat obviously in the quarterfinals. But let's see. Now it's the big game. The winner will be decided, and I'm so excited for this game.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant to see them play against each other again. I know in that second game of the previous series, we did say about the criticality element that Sean brought to us, but Kenneth didn't. And Kenneth also had a lot more chances in that game as well to finish it off. So we can only hope that in this game he doesn't make the same mistake twice. I know what we did see was bad midfield, but I think we've just seen that Kerith then, that little snippet of a squad. I think he's actually put 3 across the middle. So maybe he's learned his lesson from the previous game.
Yeah, it was. I think it was indeed. Yeah, I did. If I did manage to see it correctly, he did try to put left winger and right winger, and then he had 2 CMFs and 1 AMF. So you're right. Yeah, he is trying to put more players in the midfield. Perhaps he did learn the lesson, if you'd allow me to say, from the first loss against Sean. So let's see if this will be a crucial part in this game. I mean, do you reckon both players will be nervous? Ped, in this game now?
Well, yeah. I mean, if they understand what's at stake here, of course. I mean, the winner goes through to the next stages of Welsh esports. From what I can know, whoever wins this goes behind the scenes, has a couple of chats to John, and sees what they can get done. So it's the whole point of this Welsh Masters format. The winner is the one that should be representing Wales if everything fits behind the scenes. They are actually able to compete for Wales, so it'll be an interesting one. I don't know how nervous they'll be. If I was Kerith at the moment, I'd just be looking for revenge. I wouldn't really care. But obviously, it will come into play at certain times in the game. We've got to play better here. We've got to play a little bit more reserved. I guess we'll see as soon as we get to the game how they're playing. I mean, you can sort of tell from the way the players are playing where the mindset is at. If they're playing a little bit more reserved, then they don't want to give anything away too early. But I don't want that to happen. I want it to be an absolute rollover. I want both teams to go at each other like lions and cause some problems. Because it's always brilliant to see, but we can only tell now as the game's about to kick off, and it's going to kick off with Kerith to start off with. And we have seen a lot of early goals in the games we've seen so far. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can get one of the first 10 minutes here. As Kerith they turn the ball in the midfield. These midfielders come in handy, can find the passes now, and I think that's one of the problems that we had in the previous series between these two. And unfortunately, the ball's going to be turned over straight away, and already a bit of an interesting interception battle going on between the two players.
Hernandez will win the ball back again now, and Steven Gerrard will find Neymar as Sean has possession once again, and perhaps he will find his first attack in this first game, Series 3 in the upper final. But Kerith reads it beautifully. The man in the midfield helps him a lot now with more men up. Messi for Di Maria now. He has Mbappe and Neymar. The pass will not find his target as Angel Di Maria receives the ball back again for Lionel Messi on the flank. Find Kylian Mbappe inside the box. Will he pull the trigger? No, he won't. He will try to flick it back, but Lucas Hernandez will win the ball and find Neymar, but the ball goes wide for a throw-in.
You see, in my opinion there, I think he should have just took the shot and gambled with it, because the worst that could have happened there is probably a corner, if I'm being honest. I mean, it was a good open chance, and if the keeper gets a save there, if he hits it on the target, it can either go in or it can either go for a corner. If you hit with power there, the keeper's not making a catch. So interesting to pull that back and look to turn it. I think that's what I was saying earlier as well. Kenneth tries to do just a little bit too much. He doesn't see the bigger picture in playing for the corner. At times, he just wants to play for the goal, and I think that's where Sean can sort of out combat him, and the fact that he sees the bigger picture in every play he goes for. So he'll play for the corner just to keep that extra pressure on and keep possession of the ball. So sometimes that's better than trying to go the extra mile to score the goal straight away. And I think that's the patience factor coming in as well. I mean, if you want to be patient in the game like this, it tends to work out in your favour. Instead of overcommitting players, instead of trying to overcommit plays, force plays to happen, just let it happen naturally. If you can let it happen naturally, then you should be able to score a couple of goals with free will. And just not rushing is a big element of the game. Just try and find that pass out as the ball comes across. A bad touch though from the defender on Sean's side, and the shot's going to come in. A great save from the keeper there. No one there fast enough to follow up for Kerrith there, and it will be cleared back away, but still maintaining possession off the clearance. He plays it back into the middle, but it's going to be taken away again by Sean, who now looks to go on his first attack of the game. He hasn't got many people up forward, but now the play is starting to build. He's playing passes, short passes across there through the midfield, getting it across to the right side now, as he's got Lionel Messi trying to find the pass into the centre, but the pass is going to be blocked off by Kerrith, and again, we see another battle in the defence, and Kerrith this time coming out on top.
Very true indeed, as Joshua Kimmich intercepts the ball once again, find Mbappe. Sean, let's see if he will find an answer. No, he won as Kerrith. Beautiful defensive skill there from this young player, and first player to bring the bronze medal again for Wales in the Commonwealth Games. Sean now looking very strong today, has some exceptional games. Let's see if he will find the first goal in this upper final. Steven Gerrard comes from the left side. He will try to go back, gets intercepted there from Joao Cancelo, finds Kevin De Bruyne, back to Neymar, but then Declan Rice will be the man to give that extra lifeline for Kerrith in this first minutes, as Angel Di Maria has the ball. A pass for Messi, and Gerrard finds Neymar. Koulibaly now again. Both players are playing very, very fast and are hungry for this first goal. Kylian Mbappe, mistake there from the goalkeeper. Koulibaly will be there to save the day once again, though, for Kerrith, as Sean looked very strong to score that first goal.
Yeah, and sloppy play though. Really, you can't be letting the keeper come out like that and making a mistake. You've got to make sure you stay reserved, and I think that's the panic factor coming in. There's the nerves shown, but that's a good pass forward. He's got one player in the middle, not a lot of options going forward here. He's just gonna have to wait for the team to catch up. They do catch up eventually. Can he whip a cross in though? That's the thing. He doesn't really like to cross it. I don't think either of these players particularly enjoy crossing. They like to play it on the deck, but a shot comes in. That's the corner, and that's what I'm saying. Just take a shot. The worst that can happen is a save, right? And there we go, keeping the pressure on with a corner. Now, I don't really think I've seen Kerrith play many crosses into the box so far in this game, so I wonder if he's going to look to ping it in now. I've seen a lot of corners last game, but a lot of them just went out straight from the corner. He's going to play a short pass here and ping it into the centre. Again, sort of an across-the-deck ball, a bit of rise on it. He's going to play it now around the box, trying to find his way in. And he does get that pass in. The movement from the players is definitely causing a problem here. Triangle pass in the centre. He's going to be tackled though. Comes back here. Mbappe on the edge of the box. Picks up the ball. Looking to find a shot in. But a great tackle from Sean in the defence to keep him away. And now he can break out on an attack. He's got three members up forward. Now one more pass to Messi. But he's going to play it across instead. Messi's waiting there on the right. But he's going to run forward with Steven Gerrard. Plays it again to Kevin De Bruyne to run down the wing. He's going to turn back and go back to the middle, I think. Cut inside. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Just trying to find a breakthrough in Kenneth's defence. At the moment, it's standing strong. It's still in possession though with Sean. He's looking to find a pass into the centre here. There's one player in front of him, but it will be defended by Kerrith, and again expertly defended away, and a very, very good formation keeping there as well. He did not lose any of his players in that defensive line. He was patient with it, and he's won the ball back from it.
5 minutes left in this first half of the big final series, and both players can't have the answer so far with the first goal. Both have done exceptionally well defensively so far, as well as winning the battles and interception in the midfielders. Now Neymar finds the ball with Messi and finds the goal. There it is, 1-0 for Sean.
Yeah, wow, what a goal. And that is what you need in a game like this. That is exactly the skill you need from Sean. Just ping it in the top right corner, why don't you? And that was a goal that, you know, as we were mentioning, if you mess about with it too much, you'll miss the chance and opportunity. You've got to take the opportunity when the window opens. You can't just wait for it to come in to fall into perfect shooting sight. You've just got to hit it and hope. And that is exactly what happened there from Sean. He got the shot into the top right corner. No saving that from the keeper. But again, though, I think it's been an equal match so far. Maybe a bit more in edge to Kenneth on the terms of possession stats. 52-48. So he just needs to finish it off. I mean, 2 shots to 1. Arguably could have scored. Just needs to be a little bit more clinical again, though, to find the shots that Sean's just managed to pull off there. But Sean so far, again, excellent stuff. Great defending. He's came back up the other end and he scored a goal. But now the second half's kicked off. Let's see where we can go with this one, Laza.
very trendy. Nicolo Barella, the Italian superstar, will find Kylian Mbappe, but gets the tattoo there from the man Lothar Matthäus. Kylian Mbappe now for Sean. Will find Lionel Messi, the goal scorer. He's going to go for a second one, but Donnarumma won't have any problem blocking that shot. And now Di Maria will be the winner of this header. Barella won't find the pass to Neymar. Joshua Kimmich reads once again the interception. Joshua Kimmich seems to be the crucial man for Sean so far. Pulls the trigger again, and it's 2-0 just like that. Second chance awarded for Sean, and he makes it 2-0, Ped.
It's just, as I said, like, just pull the trigger. That, like, the worst that can happen in a situation like that is the keeper gets to save all the possessions turned over. That's happened anyway. I mean, I think Kenneth needs to learn a bit of a lesson from Sean here and take those chances, because Sean, again, no problem, off the post and in. That is what you like to see. You like to see those chances. You like to see him coming forward and finding them shots on net, and that is exactly what he's doing, and he's doing it greatly, and that's why the game's 2-0 to him. You know, it could have gone either way. The game could be either way at the moment. It could be 2-2. It could be 2-0 to Kenneth. You know, it could have won either way. The possession stats are pretty equal. Both players are having the same sort of chances in the areas that they are. They're just not being taken as well by Kenneth. The criticality element, again, coming into the game. And that's what we've seen in the previous series between the two players. So we could really use a bit of inspiration here from Sean. If you're sat in Kenneth's shoes at the moment, just take a shot, hit it, see where it goes, see what happens. The worst that can happen is it goes up for a corner or the keeper saves it. And that's what they need to sort of gather. But he's still got possession of the ball here, and I think that is going to be one of the ways he plays. He likes to play with possession. He picks it up off a mistake there from a defender. He needs to put this one away. He gets the pass into the centre. The shot's going to come off, and a great save from the keeper. But the follow-up is there, and it will be in. And Kenneth able to find the goal this time. And that's exactly what I was just saying as well. Just play the shot. The keeper makes a save or it goes up for a corner. That's the two options. And he's picked up on the save there, and he's put the ball in the back of the net. And that's exactly, Laza, what we were talking about.
Kerith was finally took the shot. Yes, that's correct. You know, Sean has been extremely crucial, again, clinical as well. 2 shots, 2 goals. Kerith did exactly what he should have done in our eyes and in our opinions in the first minutes of this first game. And there you have it. He's got an answer back. But Sean is looking strong, and so far stronger than Kerith. He's shown so far that he's the better player. Let's see if he will do it once again. He has a chance now to make it 3. Kerith needs to find another goal here in order to send this match to extra time, because remember, this is a best-of-3 format. You need 2 clear victories in order to win this whole series. So far Sean is looking the more calm and confident player in this match, but Kerith, of course, needs to be able to be more confident in the attack and pull the trigger just like before with Lionel Messi. Now Kimmich with Alessandro Del Piero for Angel Di Maria for Pedri. Has chance and options in front of him. He will find Sean Heung-min inside the area. Will he cross the ball? Will he go for the shot? He will go for the shot. It's a goal. 3-1. So just like that, Sean shows again why he's so clinical.
I seen that play happening about 4 seconds before it happened. I mean, the biggest mistake there was pulling the defender out of the position where Son was running into. He pulled the defender a bit too far in there, Kenneth, and you got to feel for him, because he pulled that defender in, gives Son all the space. Son receives the ball, and then he's got no defender there to stop him from shooting, and that is exactly what he's just done there. Another shot coming out, and maybe the same situation again, but a great save there, keeping the ball away. Keeper keeping them in the game here, well, not keeping them in the game, but keeping them in the lead especially. Nearly a second there for Kerith. Can he keep going? Is the question though. Can he keep going? I mean, 69th minute. There's definitely time on the clock, but we've seen this situation before, and we've seen it so many times, and you just wonder. But a great cross in. Oh, nearly there. And that's the first cross I've actually seen Kerith play in the air. And it's nearly resulted in a goal for him. Messi there on the end of that one. A beautiful cross into the back post. Very unfortunate not to find the net. But now that's better. That's what we expect to see. We look at the shots there. Possession stats 55-45 in favour of Kenneth. And I think that's 7 shots to 5 as well. So he's got the stats on his side. He just needs to play like he's got the stats on his side. He's going to push these players up here. Look to get a strong finish. Maybe we're going to see the exact same situation as previous, though, with not much going through the centre. It's a very defensive, you know, that gap in the middle. You can just see it on the formation sheet here. Look at the gap in the middle. It's not going to work. He's moved oh, there we go. Okay, brilliant. He's moved Declan Rice up there. He changed it for João Felix. Rice, Felix, there we go. Neymar behind him. Okay, I prefer that. You know, he's put someone back up there. He's put 4 up front, up the top, and he's got 1 player moved up as well. So, you know, smart substitution there. We didn't see him do that last game in game number 1. We just seen him go all out, but leave the two defensive midfielders back. So that is, he's learnt his lesson from last time, it seems. But he just needs to have that clinicality to go and score the goal.
Very true indeed, and as we can see, he has gone for a super aggressive formation 4-2-4, and he needs to find a goal. I assume definitely before the 80th minute mark, in order to give him that extra 10-minute availability in order to find another one. Because now you're 2 goals behind, you wouldn't sit back and take the loss and focus on the next games. You want to stay in this first game, because 2 goals here could take the game to extra time and perhaps potentially penalties. So as we can see now, Salah has a lot of space. Kylian Mbappe, will he pull the trigger? Yes, he will. But a beautiful save from Neuer. Will he win the header? Barella, yes, he will. A goal. There you go. It's 3-2 for Joao Felix. The super sub once again, just like you said, he did bring him on. He did put him up there, and you have another goal for Kerry, 3-2.
Yeah, and it's what we want to see. We have time left on the clock now for the equaliser, so it's good second half performance so far from Kenneth, if he can keep it going. Really good stuff indeed. He's going to play the ball forward now twice. There's maybe a third there, but he's not going to get it on. Here we go. Here's Neymar Jr. plays the ball forward. Nearly finds Salah there up front, but he just can't get that pass through in the end, and it is going to be jammed. But a good play there to keep the ball. Neymar's going to play it now out into the centre. A pass back. That's a brilliant flick on. The shot comes in, but the keeper makes a great save. He could have done with putting that one more in the corner, but nevertheless, he's definitely going for it now. And now a shot's going to come in again. Oh, and a great save by the keeper again. The keeper is being crucial in this game right now. And another corner force for Kenneth. Is he going to take it, though? Is he going to put this one back post? Is this one going to go in? We haven't seen it so far. I don't think we've seen a corner goal for either team. But now is the time to do it if you're Carif.
Certainly, that is it. Now is the time to make it count. Let's see what he can do from here. We've not seen Carif making many corner kicks today, but he's gone for a rather different approach this time. Will it work? Yes, it will. Might be Neymar for Vinicius Junior. Back to Mbappe in the box. Joao Felix. Back to Vinicius Junior. Lovely piece of work there from the Brazilian. Takes this shot. Maybe a goal. No. Oh, so many bodies in the area. But Joshua Kimmich clears the ball away from the danger. Jesus, what a chance that was for Kerith.
He's just not pulled the trigger again. If he pulls the trigger there, what's the worst that can happen? And it's another one of those situations where you try to force it, it's not going to happen as easy. But there we go, that's a pass centre. Now we just need to find a shot. But he can't find that pass across. Another great defensive play there from Sean. But he's going to come through here. Look to find a goal, but Sean again, brilliant defending, gets the ball away. Now he's going to break away on the attack. And we did see a situation like this in the previous series where Sean took advantage of the overcommit from Kenneth to try and find the equaliser. And will he be able to get through? No, great defending there. There's still time on the clock here for Kerif if he can get this ball away. But it looks like Heung-min Son is going to give him a bit of a problem up there, trying to keep the ball away from him. And he's just going to do that perfectly here. But a great defensive tackle now. We are moving into the final seconds of the game. They need to start working harder, both sets of teams here, just to keep the game in the way it's going. Kerif, though, needs 1 goal. He's got the extra 5 on the clock. There's time for it, but he needs to win the ball back. He needs to win it back now, but it doesn't seem it's going to be possible. Oh, it's going to be close.
It's going to be really close indeed. Ped, as ladies and gentlemen, we are entering the dying minutes of this first game. Kerith needs to find an answer quickly. Otherwise, he is going to lose this first game. On the other hand, Sean has been shown some incredibly good skills once again, as now Angel Di Maria has the ball inside the area. We'll find Pedri. Will he go for a shot? Yes, he will. It's a shot. It's a shot, but it gets blocked. Perhaps a last chance for Kerith, but possession is always with Sean inside the area. Bastoni clears the ball away, and there you have it. No time will be given for Kerith as he loses the first match. Sean is the winner with 3-2 in game number 1.
Wow, look at the stats. It says it all. 11 shots coming out there from Kerif. Only 2 goals. Now there's your problem right there. 55% possession, 11 shots. The stats are in your favour, but you've got to be able to place them. And again, we mention every time, clinical. You've got to be clinical with the finishes. And 2 goals, 2 brilliant goals there. One with Son, one with Neymar for Sean. 2 goals that you wouldn't just expect to be walked into the net. 2 goals that aren't, usual scoring positions. If that's an XG, it's not a good. It's got not a good ratio. But there you go. Again, another example of the lack of ability to pull the trigger at the right time. I think he can. I think the only thing stopping him is his mental. If he can get into the mental state of playing that shot on net, then it's a closer game. But Sean, again, he doesn't hesitate. There's no hesitation there. He just sends the shot top corner. He just goes for a shot. What's the worst that can happen? Do you know what I mean? You've got to find that balance, though. You've got to find the balance. At the moment, I don't think Kerif has that balance at all, and I think Sean's found that balance perfectly well.
Yeah, I mean, he did show it again in the first game. Sean has been very clinical with Sean Heung-min, and and Lionel Messi. And it's what you said, every time he tries to get that first and final pass inside the area, he doesn't really hesitate. He doesn't think about an extra pass. He just takes a shot, and we've seen that it works. First time shot works so far for Sean. On the other hand, Kerith has been very, very good with his passing game. He tries to get the ball outside the area. He's got men inside the area. But every time he finds Messi, Neymar, or Mbappe in an open space, and just like you said, just pull the trigger. I think he does hesitate. He always goes for that extra maybe thought of another player. Maybe he's a more safe option in order to get the goal. But you just have to take a shot, because just like you said, we did see his first goal with Leo Messi came after a rebound. The goalkeeper couldn't block the ball. Mo Salah came in, just tapped the ball in, goal. Second chance again, Joao Felix. He took the shot, and he nearly did the same. So yeah, I think he just needs to believe on his players. Trust the players that he's using.
He does, yeah. He's got some good players up there. They're not Sunday League. You've got your Messi, you've got your Lewandowski, your Salah. Vinicius on the bench. There's definitely options available that you can play with. Just take a chance, take the shot. But we've seen him go with a slightly different approach there. He's gone more of an aggressive approach. He's put three at the top with one anchoring but just behind. So an interesting change-up. Hopefully for him it can make an improvement so we can go to a game 3 here. But so far, not so great as it's tackled away by Sean. He's going to be able to counter now. Plays a long ball upfield. Good interception though by Kerith to see that coming forward. Good pass into the centre as well. He gets a tackle in there with Mbappe. Mbappe plays it one more. And Lewandowski now looking for a shot. Can he find it? No, a big scramble between 3 players there, and it will be cleared away. But back into possession of Kerith nevertheless, as now a shot's looking to come forward here. But no, that will be cleared away without a problem. Can it be kept though? And it will be. Another clearance comes out. It just seems like at the moment Kerith's just trying to identify his opponents and see where he can find an opening.
If you are Sean now, you just need to know that one more win in this game, and you're the winner, you're the champion of the Welsh Masters. But now Kerith, let's see if he will have an answer with Neymar. I know he won as another great interception from Sean. Will keep the ball away from his defense, and perhaps a potential quick counter for his team, as Kevin De Bruyne has so much space in front of him. He will find Steven Gerrard. Will he pull the trigger? Yes, he will, but gets blocked away from Bastoni. And Lionel Messi now will try to find Ronaldo Lewandowski. Beautiful tackle there from Joshua Kimmich. Neymar, Declan Rice once again. Declan Rice and Joshua Kimmich have been the crucial key players for both players in this final game. Lewandowski will not find the pass to Mbappe. And just like I was saying, Sean just needs one win in order to be the champion of this Welsh Masters. On the other hand, Kerith needs to show why he was the bronze medalist, of the Commonwealth Games in the past, and he needs to retain that title. But Sean has been incredible in today's game.
No, he has, and I mean, Sean here has all the patience in the world. He doesn't need to rush this game. I mean, even if he loses this game, it's not the biggest end of the world. Like, he doesn't need to rush in and do anything in this game. He can just be patient, wait until Kerith's tried all the options, and then counter-attack and break on the counters. And I think that's where he's trying to break anyway, especially in this game. But, Kerith's doing a good job here. Declan Rice with a good interception. Can he find the pass forward now? He does. He gets up to Mbappe. It's going to be cleared away, though, and it's back to Sean's possession as Neymar's looking to run down the wing here. He's got some options in the centre. Not really much going down the line at the moment, but he does find De Bruyne. De Bruyne plays it on to Gerrard. Gerrard looking to play it right back over there to Kimmich. It's going to come to Messi. Messi trying to play it forward, but it will be intercepted. Oh, my word! And he did leave the ball in the centre. Luckily, the keeper, Donnarumma there, able to jump out and get the claim on the ball, but that was nearly a very scary situation for Kerith, as we still see no goals yet in the first half. 22 minutes in, but Kerith still looking to push on. There's a warhorse here. Can he find a shot? That is the next step for him. Can he get a shot off on net? It's going to be coming forward. A good pass into the corner now. Here's Mbappe. Can he play the pass middle? He can find that. Another pass going on. This should be a goal here, and it will be a goal. And Kerith gets the first goal of the game, and that is absolutely massive for Kerith to find that goal. He's been on top in the first 25 minutes, and he's finally been able to put one away.
He has indeed, and there it is. There you have it. He pulled the trigger. He believed into Robert Lewandowski's legs, and the Polish international did not disappoint. Once again, he gave the goal, and he gave that beautiful lead to Kerith. Now Sean needs to find an answer, perhaps a quick equalizer. Otherwise, Kerith, if he finds the second goal here, he will look very, very strong and confident to get the win. But let's see, let's find out. As Kevin De Bruyne, the Belgian international, finds Neymar on the left flank. Will find the ball back to Kevin De Bruyne. No, because the Portuguese Joao Cancelo gets the ball beautifully once again. Declan Rice now for Neymar Jr. He doesn't have many options, so he will want that full-back opportunity for Bastoni there in the CB position. Again, remind you that Kerrick is playing with 3 CBs and wide right back on the other side. Sean is playing with left back and right back, so he is playing a more aggressive formation in terms of the support that he needs in the attacking phase. Neymar now has the ball with Sean. Will find Kimmich, De Bruyne, back to Joshua Kimmich, and from there to Steven Gerrard. Lovely piece of work there and passing game there with little triangles. De Bruyne for Gerrard. One fine Mbappe as he is offside.
Yeah, and as you were saying, good passing, but ultimately it ended in a bizarre, I think it was like a shot from Steven Gerrard ball in the pass, and it ended up as an offside. But there you go, 50-50 stats. I mean, I can agree with that. It's definitely been 50-50. But especially on the attack on front, I would have to give this game to Kerrick. So far, he's been the most clinical player. He's been the player that we've seen go forward more into the better positions. And both players just don't really seem to like crossing the ball as we did see in the previous game. They seem to enjoy playing across the deck a bit more in both of these play styles. I don't think I've seen a cross come out many times for either team, for either Sean or Kerrick so far. But here's Mbappe coming forward. Nevertheless, he plays it onto Neymar. Neymar back to Mbappe. Mbappe looks to find a shot here. He gets it back forward, but Neymar's not able to get there. Donnarumma handling that ball very, very well. Looking now to play it out. He's got a bit of time. He's not going to waste any time here. He just has to keep this lead, Kerrick, all the way through the game, as much as a challenge that is. He needs to get a second one really to be a little bit more comfortable here in this game, and he might do that now before half time. It'd be a brilliant time to do it, but that's not a great pass, and it will be intercepted by Sean yet again, passing the ball forward with confidence and strength, looking to find a goal here. He's going to come forward. Here he is with Messi playing it across the centre, but that will be it for the first half. And what a first half performance from both teams, but Kerrick comes out on top there with the 1-0. Both teams on one shot as well. Incredible.
Yeah, and 50-50 possession, just like you said, is a very, very equal game, if you like to say. You know, both players have chances, both players have done the homework once again in terms of defensive interceptions, but, you know, Kerrick managed to find that extra edge in terms of attacking opportunities. And yeah, you know, Robert Lewandowski, again, it was a great goal. It was actually an opportunity for him where, you know, he actually did believe in Robert Lewandowski. He pulled the trigger. He did not disappoint once again. And yeah, well, Sean now will need to find a goal here. Otherwise, Kerrick can have an answer here with Robert Lewandowski. He has one option: to shoot or pass to Mbappe. He found a pass, but no. Manuel Neuer will intercept the ball again. But it's a mistake. As Kylian interception gets the ball. Messi, Mbappe. Let's see. He's got chances to find a pass, but he will get intercepted. Back to Declan Rice. He will find Mbappe. No, he won as Lothar Matthäus reads it beautifully and wins the ball once again. But it will be a throwing awarded for Sean.
Yeah, very good play there. He just played off the player. You see that in real football all the time, playing off the player. Just keep the possession with your team, and he did that perfectly there. So congratulations on that. Now he needs to go and score. He's got a play there. He's playing it on to Nesta. Can he find the shot on goal here? He gets a shot, but it is going to go wide. Messi there, devastated with himself, punching in the air. Not great at all, but back to a corner now. Can the corner be turned over properly? That is the question. Changing the kick taker, maybe look for an in-swinger here. And I think that's exactly what he's going for. An in-swinger to the front post. It's going to be a clash of heads, and it will be claimed by the keeper there. Good defending. Can Donnarumma now clear the ball away? We have got a lot of time left in the second half for both teams to advantage here. But, you know, Kerrick just needs to get that extra one, I think. He just needs to find that one goal for comfort. Otherwise, Sean's going to come back biting and fighting. The one goal can be scored at any point in this next 30 minutes of in-game play. So he needs to make sure that that's going to be sorted out. But he's got Mbappe there on the right. Is he going to play it? He's going to play it left instead. Neymar, maybe the better option there. A great cross into the centre. Oh, and a great save as well. That was nearly second goal there for Kerrick. And the first time we've seen him cross the ball, or the second time actually, and it again nearly pulled off for him. And he just needs to maybe implement that a little bit more in his play, because it's definitely been, as we've seen in the one game we watched of the Bufus and Sean game, it was one of Sean's weaknesses, those crosses and those corners. So maybe that's something that he needs to implement into his own game.
Perhaps, yes, he has to. And yeah, again, what a great chance that was from Kerrick. And then great save from Manuel Neuer once again. He is there once again just to deny that goal, that second goal for Kerrick. As now Kerrick has many options in the flanks, and he's going to take advantage of them, as Messi won't find the ball to Mbappe. And now Kerrick is playing a more defensive kind of approach. He has a more defensive approach in the second half. And why would he know? You know, I mean, he's winning. He's got a goal lead. Let's see if Sean can have an answer here. He's trying to approach on the right flank now with Steven Gerrard for Neymar. Is he going to go for a shot? No, he won. A bit of manual goalkeeper there from Kareth, but denies the danger. And Mbappe has a chance, but again, we've seen he hasn't got many options. Only the long pass to Lewandowski, because Sean has many more players in the midfield. And Mbappe now, will he find Messi? Yes, he will. The superstar won't take the shot as Bastoni gets the ball once again, and we are 20 minutes left in this first game, in the second game.
Yeah. Wow, very, very good stuff indeed from Sean, though. He's trying to break through here. As I said, he's got the time on his side, especially just to score one goal, and it's really where Kareth needs to prosper and find one, but he's looking to open up space here. Great defending there. It's going to be played out now to Mbappe. Messi was the one to defend that ball, funnily enough. One of the attacking players falling back into defence to help the team, but it's going to be taken away, though. And now we do see Neymar Jr. on the left side of the field, playing it back to Hernandez. Hernandez to Gerrard in the centre. Gerrard looks to play it forward, but it's going to be cleared away now. Barella clearing it forward here to Lewandowski. Lewandowski looking for the pass onto the left side to Neymar. Neymar now looking to find a pass here. I have no idea what that was. I don't think there's a word in the name for that. Maybe a misclick, a mispass. I don't know whether he's looking for a shot or what, but he gets the ball back nevertheless. It's not over yet for him. He looks to play it into the centre here. Mbappe on the side. Oh, the pass just doesn't find it. Lewandowski there looking. The vision was there, just not the execution, as we've mentioned a couple of times here with Kareth's play in the previous games. He's got 10 minutes to hold on now. Can he do it? It's going to be a very shaky last 10 minutes, especially if a goal goes in. You don't want to see it happen, though, but with Sean, it can happen, definitely. It can definitely happen here. But we can only hope that Sean keeps going and keeps trying to find that goal, bring this one to a 1-1 tie.
And as it stands now, gets the ball inside Kevin De Bruyne. Will he find the ball to Mbappe? Yes! But a beautiful save once again from the other side now of the Italian superstar. Gianluigi Donnarumma denies the goal. 3 minutes left in the second game. Again, as it stands, Kareth will be the winner of the second game, and it will make the series to a 1-1. So, as it stands, we are going to go to a third game, sudden death. Kareth is happy as it stands. He's got the goal lead. He doesn't need to rush. He needs to stay calm and just be, I think, yeah, as you can see here, he's trying to put more players in the back, which is a very, very good call, you know. He's going to use he's going to use Vinicius Jr. on the left wing. He's going to use Mbappe on the right wing, because, you know, you do want Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe to help defensively, but you do also want them to be pushing out in the flanks, try to perhaps waste a bit of time in the corner kicks. You know, you never know. And you do need a bit of professionalism, because this game, you don't know how big and how high the stakes are. You know, if you win this, you're going to be the representative of Wales. So you need to show that you are the right man for this. And Kareth is so close, so close to get this first win in this final.
His first win of the day as well. His first game win of the day. Which could benefit him, but nevertheless, at the moment, we've got a very interesting situation as a corner here for Sean, who looks to equalise the game, plays the pass back, a shot coming in, a great touch. Oh my word, it's then going in. I thought that one was deflected in off the rebound there, threw the keeper to one side completely, and just narrowly missed the goal. Ooh, close call, but nevertheless, we've still got 5 minutes on the clock, and it's another corner. Can we see a repeat of what's just happened, but a little bit closer this time? And it will be a goal, but no, it's back with Kareth. Kareth now just needs to play time, but the ball goes right back in possession of Sean, who looks now to find this goal. It's going to be cleared away again. Oh, and it's getting closer here to the end, but it's going to be a close one. I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know about you, Laza, but it's a scary finish.
It is a scary finish indeed, and as you can see now, Kareth is trying to waste every time possible, which is great to see, because, you know, you have to do that. You need to secure your win, and you know, we can see Sean is pressuring and he wants to get that ball, but Kareth does not give him any options. He will lose the ball now, but referee says there's going to be 1 minute of added time be played in this second game. And let's see if Sean has the final answer here in the last attack. Perhaps gets inside the area with Son Heung-min. He will go to the flank, back to Di Maria, back to Del Piero. Koulibaly clears the ball away, and there you have it. Kareth, just like you said, gets his first win of the day, and that means in the upper final we have Sean with 1 win and Kareth with 1 win.
Ooh, wow. it makes it a pretty interesting situation, doesn't it? This is going to be a very interesting situation here with both teams. Both on 1 point. That was a bit of a shaky end for Kerrith, but he managed to survive with that 1 goal. 1 goal was enough for him. Next game, though, I would not want to leave it to 1 goal if I was Kerrith if you're in the lead. I'd try and get the second, but good play. Put the members back, as you said, into the defence and strengthened up the back line there very, very well. Played that game out expertly. Wasted time at the end there. Got the game to where I needed to get it to. Got the defence in there. Really good stuff. Sean, very, very close to finding an equaliser. Just not able to do it. The quality in the defence for Kerrith there was brilliant. It brings us to an interesting situation. Obviously, we've had a 3-2 and a 1-0. So these games are very close. So I'm expecting nothing different in the next game. But I'm hoping for a 1-1 at 90 minutes. That'll make it interesting for me.
Whoa, well, that will be too good to be true, if you allow me. Of course, why would it would be great again if we can see this game go into penalties. I mean, oh my God, that will be it will be great. Well, great for us, but I don't know how great it will be for the players themselves. Because imagine going for a penalty shootout in this game where the winner will just qualify. It's one game. Well, it was a long day. All players today have competed in the Welsh Masters for one reason: to be named the champion of Wales and have a chance to represent Wales internationally at the biggest stage. So will it be Kerrith? Will it be Sean? Well, let's find out. Don't go anywhere, because this is about to get real, guys. We got game number 3, and let's see.
Yeah, the kickoff being taken again by Kerrith here in the first half. An early goal would be vital for success in a game like this. To calm those nerves, because now is when the nerves are at the highest. The last game, both players will be feeling the pressure. Both players will be feeling all eyes on them, because they are. So it's going to be an interesting one as the ball comes forward. A good ball as well, cleared away in defence though. Another touch comes back forward though. He's got that option now on the left. He's going to use it. No, he's going to play it the other side. He's going to go for a shot there. Bit of an ambitious attempt from Kenneth. Not something you've seen from him characteristically, but a different approach. Not going to result in a goal in the end though, and it will be back with Sean in the centre.
It will indeed, yes, and it was a good chance in my books. It was not a bad chance for Kerrith to take the lead there, but let's see if Sean can be this time the man to find the first goal, as Kevin De Bruyne won't find the pass back to Neymar, and Koulibaly with a sloppy clearance there, but he will find Mbappe. Luckily, doesn't have many options again, and we talk about the options. He doesn't have many friends, many man I'm from close to him. So he is forced to play that long ball. He doesn't have many players close to him. Perhaps a different formation approach this time from Kerrith. Let's find out. Neymar now will find the ball to Mbappe. No, he won, because Steven Gerrard reads it beautifully. Now Kevin De Bruyne, the Belgian superstar, has many options in front of him and much space. Neymar against Joao Cancelo. He will try to take his time. Back to De Bruyne for Lionel Messi. Let's see what the Argentinian can do from there. He won't find Mbappe, because Bastoni will block the ball once again. Neymar now on the other side for Kerrith, and possession stays with Kerrith. Lewandowski for Mbappe. His referee says stay on. Mbappe, will he pull the trigger? Finds the pass. No, he won't, because Mateus blocks. What a chance that was for Kerrith's head.
Bloody shoot! Shoot! Well, why won't he shoot? It's one of those situations where if he shoots the ball, it's better than passing there, and he's done that all so often at the moment, Kerrith. And it's those situations. I mean, he's going to open up again here. This time the pass is on. Oh, but it's going to be tackled straight away. And that's the biggest problem with Kerrith, I think. He doesn't shoot in certain times where from us watching up top, you just expect that to be a shot every day of the week. You know what I mean? It's a one-on-one there. Holding it up and playing the pass isn't the best option in that situation, especially when there's that many defenders around to stop the pass coming through. So, obviously it's too easy for us to say from watching as a viewer's perspective. It's obviously different when it's going through their heads and the nerves are there, so we've got to take that into account. But Kerrith, great chances, great start, just needs to finish them away. And here's another one-on-one. The keeper's out, but a great save from the keeper there. Good speed. Going to be cleared back away now to the team of Sean. Sean playing it to Gerrard in the centre there. Gerrard looking to play it back to Neymar. Neymar into Mbappe in the centre. He's now going to play it right back there to De Bruyne. De Bruyne back to Neymar. Neymar maybe trying to find a pass forward here. Not a good one, and it is intercepted again by Kerrith as we now reach the 26-minute mark, and still no goals to be hit in this game as of now. Great pass out there to Neymar on the left side, looking to bring the ball in, but a great defensive clearance again by De Ligt. Looking to get it out now. Can he find a pass forward? He does find that ball forward to Messi. Messi back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne across to Gerrard. Good passing, good movement. Neymar into the centre now. Back to Neymar. Neymar's going to go again here. Gerrard, can he find the pass into the centre here? He finds Neymar, and Neymar now, surely a goal as it comes back, but no. Again, another another opportunity not pulling the trigger, but then the trigger is certainly pulled. And in this case, patience definitely worked in favour of Sean as he takes the lead 30 minutes in here with a great finish by De Bruyne.
A very, very good goal from Sean. He shows once again why he is more calm and composed so far than Kerith. You know, he took his time. Lovely piece of skill inside the box. You know, he did not rush. He had so many chances and opportunities to just pull the trigger, but he did not. You know, he believed that more time was needed. He did find the right man, and there you have it, 1-0 for Sean. Let's see if Kerith can find a quick answer now, as Neymar one find across there to Lewandowski, but a mistake there, easy mistake from Sean. Messi, will he find the pass? No, he won. Gerrard for Neymar, has a lot of options in front of him and space. Joao Cancelo won't be able to stop him as Neymar gets past Joao Cancelo. We'll find Steven Gerrard now. Gerrard for the through ball. Won't go anywhere near the centre forward though. Messi. Joshua Kimmich for Gerrard. Back to De Bruyne. Will he find Mbappe or Messi? Let's find out. Carries on with the ball. De Bruyne out. Back to Gerrard for Neymar. Lovely little triangle there for Sean. Neymar again. Will he cross the ball? Neymar will find Kimmich. De Bruyne now. It's a lovely and composed and calm attack there approach from Sean. Kerith can't be able to stop the attack so far, and there you have it. He did manage to intercept the ball, and now he has a chance for a quick counter.
Yeah, he does, and good play all around from these players here as the ball comes forward again. And Mbappe's on the side. Can he find it into the pass? A great time to score a goal. The pass comes middle, but it's not great again. And all too often we've seen that happen as the referee 0 minutes added on and back to half time. 1-0 down. Kerith goes into the changing rooms here, maybe changing. But Sean, again, masterful performance. Patience, 61% possession. I mean, wow. Maybe not as many shots, but one shot each, but 63% possession. Wow, it's incredible. 61%.
It is indeed. And let's see. We are entering this second half of this last game, number 3. Again, for those of you that perhaps missed the first 2 games, this is the big upper final between Kerith and Sean. Neymar will pull the trigger, unfortunately not for Kerith, as he was so close there to find the equalizer in this last game. Of course, both players have 1 win each, and it's now basically winner takes all, you know. Sean is currently 1-0 in the lead. Messi now, possession is with Kerith. Messi for Neymar. Kylian Mbappe now. Won't find Lewandowski, but the ball stays with Messi now, and Kerith's possession. Lothar Matthäus won't find the ball there for Messi. Barella, Kerith, will you have an answer? No, he won't, as Sean again, beautifully defensive work there from this young player.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, again, we're seeing the players push forward here for Kerith. He just wants to find that goal, but maybe he wants it too much to score it. As Mbappe, great stop there on the ball. Can he find an entrance now? No, he can't. And again, the ball given away a bit cheaply there, but it's going to be won back. Good spirits to keep it going there. Got to keep the mentality forward. Got to keep the mentality straight, and you've got to keep your goals ahead of you. You know that you need to just score 1 here at the moment. 1 goal is your first step. Take it in mini steps. Scoring the first goal is the first thing, and then you just got to see how the game plays out from there. But he's trying his hardest here. He's getting into the right positions. It's just the clinicality element, isn't it? It's always going to fall back to this one word. You've got to be clinical enough to finish the chances. And again, it's a game where I'd say Kerith's had the better chances. He's had the better play going forward. He's just not been able to finish it off. And it's a story of Kenneth today. He's not been able to finish his goals off enough. And you can't take it away from Sean. His defence has been brilliant, and that has definitely caused a few problems. But as well, Sean doesn't hesitate. He doesn't have that hesitation. He likes to keep the ball going. And we've got a bit of time left now, but if you look at the stats here in half time, 56% to 44, it's got a bit more equal in the second half, but maybe some changes come up from Kerith now. He's staying the same. I think it's going to be Sean who's going to be putting more members back in his team to secure the win here. And, why not? That's exactly what Kerith did last game, maybe a bit later on in the game, but it's definitely a place you want to be. As the throw-in's going to be taken now, right back to Sean. It's going to come back to Kerith off that pass, and a bit of sloppy play from both players. And it looks like a goal. And wow, what a deflection out, and a great clearance there, going out for a corner on the right side. Wow, that looked like a definite goal.
Big chance from Kerry there. It should have been a goal, but Manuel Neuer once again denies yet another goal for Kerry, and he will go for the same approach. And why would he not? Because we see that he's very, very good on the ball when he goes from the short passes and the corner kicks. And now Lewandowski for Messi. Back to Lewandowski now, because Joshua Kimmich once again, the German international, beautiful work as a defensive midfielder. Di Maria now won't get the ball past Bastoni as Neymar finds Messi. Mbappe now will get inside the box for Neymar. Will he pull the trigger? Not E1 again, because again Sean has just more men in the defense. And 67 minutes in the game, Sean has gone for a more defensive approach than Kerith. On the other side, I think Kerith needs to bring some subs on as soon as possible. Perhaps we might see a Joao Felix moment once again, because he is the man for Kerith so far. He is the man who has the answers in the second half as a super sub. But Sean there nearly found another goal, and Bastoni clears the ball away from the danger.
Yeah, very risky indeed there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Vinicius is on at the moment, but Vinicius is definitely a crucial player in a game like this. For Kerith, he hasn't already put him on the field. I don't think he has. So I'd look to get him on the pitch at any point, and I'd just go for it if I was him. When it gets to a certain point in the game, maybe the 80th minute, I'd just make those changes. Go for it. What have you got to lose at that point? It's all or nothing. So put more players forward. I understand in an earlier point of view why you don't want to put more players forward, because then it makes it easier for Sean to come on the counter and score. But when you get into a certain moment in a certain time frame, like now, you're really trying to risk losing it because you don't want to concede a second goal, or do you want to just go out for it? And that's the decision he's going to make himself. But the time's definitely ticking for him here. It's not going to be kind to him, but he's going to win it back in the centre again. And that's one thing I will say about Sean's passing with this more defensive approach. He's definitely been a lot more panicked. And that's a great pass and a goal. There you go. That's what we needed to see. And Kerith's just equalised the game up there. It was coming for a long time, but finally the passes are working off for him. He finds the space in the centre, and it means he can make some changes now. And that's exactly what we're talking about, the substitutions. Now he just needs to go out and win the game, or take it, as I said, as a 1-1. And if it is going to be 1-1, it's going to go all the way forward. Then let's put it this way. I am the genie. I've got the crystal ball and I can predict the future.
What a goal for Kerith, and what moment. We're just entering the final minutes of this last game, and Kerith has found the answer, has found the equalizer. And again, he did pull the trigger. He didn't have to find that extra pass that he was always looking for, perhaps for Neymar or Mbappe or Messi. It was the right man again, Lewandowski, who did make it 1-0. And let's see if we're gonna have another goal in these last 10 minutes, because if we will, it's gonna be incredible. Because for me, if you find a goal in the last 10 minutes of this game, you could be the winner, as long as of course you hold the lead, that you will maintain. Let's see if Kerith will have an answer, or Sean in this last game. Mo Salah won't be receiving the ball there, as Declan Rice intercepts once again. Ming now for Tchouaméni. Messi will find Mbappe, back to Salah. Salah for Messi, wins the deflection there. Salah inside the box, no, because Hernandez will intercept. A mistake there as well. Mohamed Salah, will he pull the trigger? Yes, he will. Let it go. Dennis has done it. The comeback is on.
What a story this has been. If this is the end of the game now, if this is the way the game's ending, what a story for Kerith. But I think we know exactly what's going to be happening now. I think we know exactly what Kerith's going to do to hold this game, and I think we know exactly what Sean's going to do on the other side to win the game, or at least get the draw back. We've seen Sean do it before, where he's came at the other end and scored a goal, and then scored again after that. I mean, that was when Kerith equalised, but he would be the man to do it. Whereas Kerith maybe just finished the game off there. It's likely, but you can't write Sean off here. You can't write him off because he's done it before and he can do it again.
Substitution for Wales. Number 5.
So close. 5 minutes left. Kerith needs to hold this lead in order to be champion. On the other hand, Sean needs to find a goal here in order to send this match into extra time and potentially penalties. Let's see if Pedri will have an answer with Son Heung-min inside the area from Mbappe. Luka Hernandez takes a shot but gets blocked off the header there from Bastoni. Mbappe now will find Di Maria, and from there to Mbappe. 2 minutes left. Let's see if Kerith will go for a third goal to finish the game off. He will find for a pass for Vinicius Junior, and there you have it. 3-1 for Kerith.
The power on that pass, the power was all it needed to get across there, and maybe that's what he's lacked In the previous attempt, he's gone for those on-the-deck passes, but he put that one all the way to the top of the power range, and it found Vinicius at the back post, and Vinicius put it in very nice into the net. I was saying Vinicius is needed in this game, but there you go. That should be game then. That should be game. Carriff might have just done it there. That goal's so huge for Carriff. Such a good comeback. Great to see. After losing 2-0 in the first series against Sean, he's came back here and he's proved his point. There's still a bit of time left, but I don't see it happening. And now the ball's back with Carriff. It won't happen. Carriff will be the champion here. And I mean, it's been a bumpy road. Definitely been a bumpy road to get here, but he's put in the work, and he's managed to find it. He's managed to get through, and he's expertly played this game out. He found that goal, and if I'm going to be critically honest here, I think the biggest problem that Sean did was going defensive too early. He put his defenders back way too early, around the 60th minute there. I mean, I can only assume, because the game was paused, Carriff didn't make any changes, so I can only assume that Sean made changes and put players back on that 1-0 lead. And to me, that just gave Carriff all the possession. He gave Carriff all the time in the world to score. He had 30 minutes in game to put a goal away. And he found it. He found the first one, then the second came, the third came. But those second and third goals came from the panic caused by him taking that equaliser. But wow, what a game. What a game between two great players there. That was a brilliant way to finish today. Really good day. Really good.
Honestly, I've got no words. Like, one of the best finals. I mean, I was not expecting to have that big final tonight. Honestly, it was amazing. Again, just like you said, both players incredibly well. They worked hard to get here. They had their ups and downs, both, as you said, because the journey was long for both of them. Sean on the first hand getting that first win, which qualified for the upper stages. On the other hand, Kerith with a loss in the first game. And having said in the start of the stream that he was in the past a Wales representative in eFootball, I guess that bit of extra, he did make. I think it did make him nervous, and that kind of anxious moment kind of helped him. Gave him like that wake up boost. Come on, I have to do this now. I've lost the game, but I'm still in the competition, and I have to show why I've won it in the past. On the other hand, though, Sean, I mean, unreal player. GG to both players and all players.
Yeah, wow. I mean, you're seeing something change then when Carriff got the equaliser. You're just seeing the change. Everything started to become more clear for him. His passing, his playing, and that can be for an array of reasons. But all that matters is that he took the game 3-1. He took the game fairly. He took the game well. And whatever happened in the game for either player is irrelevant now, because the champion of the Welsh Masters eFootball is Carriff. So very, very congratulations to him. He's had a great story there, probably the underdog story of the tournament. He was the first one to drop down into the lower bracket, and he's the one who came to win it in the end. They've only played 2 matches today as well, both of these players. They both played against each other after losing 2-0 in the first one to winning 2-1 in the last one. Carriff is the champion today, and he's a very well-deserved champion as well. He's fought his way back to the top, and he's definitely, if he's the player to go to Romania, he's definitely a brilliant representative, and he's one that will never give up, and he will never lose his head. And his mentality in that last game, especially after going 1-0 down, was absolutely brilliant. He came back, he didn't panic, and he did it brilliantly. But congratulations to him.
Yeah, again, it was great. We had an amazing day here at the World's Masters eFootball competition. Big names, big players. Kerith Dennis is the champion, just like you said, Ped, and he will, in fact, be the representative of Wales for Romania. It will be a new destination for this young player, and as well as, I believe, for Team EsportsWales. So we hope, of course, the best of luck for EsportsWales. I'm sure they're going to smash it, just like in the previous tournament. So, Ped, that's it for today.
Yeah, that is it for today. Just before we end it, though, we want to give a couple of thank yous out. Thank you to everyone for watching today. Been a pleasure having a good audience. Thank you to Casual behind the scene, Casual Cutie, for all the work and the production, getting it all going. Thank you very much to EsportsWales as well for getting us in here, picking me and Laza as the casters, and for putting all this on. They've done an absolutely excellent job, especially Slayer John and the staff team behind there, doing a great job. But no, that is it from us for this one. And we will see you in the next one. I think it's next week. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.